Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to episode 18 of the A-listers, ladies and gentlemen. It's episode 18. I don't know what I said episode there, but it's episode 18 of the A-listers, ladies and gentlemen. Today, Manchester City drew against Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United lost to Newcastle again. Hey, shock horror. United sucks again. Arsenal beat Wolverhampton Wanderers. And speaking of shocks, Chelsea beat Brighton. That's a shock right there. And of course, Liverpool comeback. Trent Alexander-Arnold, my right back right there. 2 goals, 2 important clutch goals in the space of a week. So there's so much for us to discuss, so much for us to talk about. Before we get started, everyone watching us right now or on the replay, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to This is Football if you're yet to do so. And if you're watching this on the replay as well, go to the description and subscribe to all these guys. Egal Talks Football, Hamza Talks Ball, Grigs Talks. Yeah, go subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. All of the channels are in there. Make sure you go subscribe to every single one of them. All great content creators. So please make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing, keep getting involved in the chat. As you guys know, this is a very interactive, very incredibly entertaining video right here. So let me introduce the panelists. First of all, he's next to me on the top row after Arsenal beat Wolverhampton Wanderers. I don't think personally the scoreline reflects what actually happened in game, but we're here to ask him, we're here to talk to him about said football game. And of course, he's going to let us know his thoughts on Enzo scoring twice. He called out Enzo last week, and Enzo only went and scored twice this week. Man, like Egal is in the building. How are you doing, Egal, man?
I'm doing good. We're gonna get into it. I think Enzo's watching This Is Football because he clearly heard my criticism, and now he's actually doing something. And you know what? It's good because Pochettino after the game called him out and said this is more like it. So clearly the manager agrees with me also. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about Arsenal, we're gonna do that. But right now, we gotta get it cracking on these other guys. Crack some heads.
Yes, we have to cook their ass. We have to cook them.
Yeah.
And also joining us on top row today, unlike on the Back Again podcast, he doesn't have to fight for it. I don't know if he's still grabbing his chicken in the kitchen or not. You know, but anyway,
As long as
he's gonna be joining us on the top row. You know, it doesn't need to be him buying his way to the top. He doesn't need to bribe anyone because Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen, actually won a game of football, and they actually went and they beat Brighton at home. So joining us on the channel, he's off camera right now, probably in the kitchen still. Man like Lewis is in the building. Big up Lewis. We'll ask him how he is when he's here.
Big
and you know,
as long as your chicken is not cooked by the Man United cooks, you're good.
Yes. Oh my God. Yo, that's so wrong. Yo, Lewis, how you doing, brother?
Oh, we're live. Yo, big up, my guys. Big up, man.
Big up. I told them this week you don't have to bribe your way to top row. You just there.
By the way, can I tell people a story about Lewis? Lewis has been getting so much hate online that he's in the middle of the stadium watching the game, live tweeting everybody in group chats, telling them, suck your mother. It was crazy.
Come on, man. Chelsea, you already know what it is. All that stuff about Enzo GNA, now he's got more goals than, what's his name? Martinelli, Jesus, Sobozai, Jack Grealish. He's got as many league goals as Declan Rice. Things changed in a week. It's good to be back after a W. It's good to be back. Big up to everybody that's locked in, though. Hit the like button and subscribe. We're back after a W. Not going to say we're back. Oh, like we need a run of wins.
We're back on A-listers. That's
not
sure.
Yet. Yes.
Yeah, not yet back as Chelsea. And speaking of Manchester United, you get me. Finally, last but not least, also not last but not least, actually, before we introduce the biggest fraud, Newcastle dunked on Manchester United. I would say I feel bad for him, but I don't feel bad for anyone else, anything related to Manchester United. I just don't feel bad. But he's a great guy. He's a great guy, innit? Joining us on the channel, of course, is give it Grigs till the end of the season. Man, like Grigsy is in the building. How you doing, Grigs?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me on. You know what? You should give it to Grigs. I promise I would have done a better job coaching than what I saw on Saturday. But you know what? Man United, that 1 week in the top row, we will remember it very well. It was a 1 week. It was a special week. But it might be a while till I'm back on there. But you know what? Man United, GTA 6 trailer is out. Let's focus on that, man. game of the century. We've been waiting a decade for it. That's what we got to focus on. Not some team that wears red and plays football on a weekly basis. We really shouldn't care about them, to be honest with you.
That was the most painful intro ever. I feel bad for him. Anyway, guys, get ready to introduce the biggest fraud.
Samoa, Western Samoa, Timor, Cape Verde, Bolivia, Ecuador, Greenland, Iceland, Norway. That's what happens. Macedonia, Moldova, all these guys.
I hope
You're on
everyone
mute,
is
bro.
ready,
Oh, you're not.
ladies and
There you
gentlemen, for the professor, aka the guy who's about to drop 300 million excuses as to why his team couldn't beat Emerson Royal and Ben Davies centre back partnership at home. And of course, you guys guessed it right. The reason why we're late, as per usual, but we love him. The professor is here. Hamza, how you doing, man?
Yeah, Sam, I'm doing very well. Doing very well. Absolutely good, man. Absolutely doing very well. I don't know why I'm being introduced last year when I drew my game and they got a fraud here that's lost his game. We have to start with the guy who lost. There's no way. No one's going to take a draw. Like, this is so shameless. And anyone who wants to start with me first, you're the biggest fraud because I did not lose my game. I could go a draw. What? Why am I getting dunked on first? No way.
You wanna know why? Because you are Manchester City, you are the treble winners, you are the three-peaters, and we expect better.
I feel like
Shame.
I feel like drawing against Emerson
Tottenham
Royal is
Hotspur,
lost.
you know.
We'll be real.
What?
You wanna know
How
something?
are you Tottenham's bogey? How are you Tottenham's bogey team? No.
Lewis,
How
you
are
know what's
Tottenham
even
your
worse?
bogey team?
Hamza, just quickly,
No,
we're a
genuinely.
democratic group of people. We love democracy over here. Chat in typical
Man
This Is
City
Football
first.
fashion. Don't tell me your life stories. Don't tell me, paragraphs. Tell me who you want us to start with, Hamza or Grigs. Simple. All I want is one word in the chat, either Hamza, either Grigs. And Hamza, you're about to see the influx of Hamzas in the chat. 115 also counts as a vote for Hamza. So you can say 115, you can say Hamza. It's both of them. And, the other, whoever wants to start with the Grigs, we can. Now you can see, look at the chat, Hamza.
Shout out to chat, man, yo.
Hamza.
There's
So
no
you can
way.
hold
Give
back.
the
There's
people
no way I'm starting.
what they want.
Shout out
Yes.
democracy, man. I love
You
democracy.
have to give
What,
people
what a
what they
content.
What can I start? Like, literally.
What? No, you ain't gonna start. You're gonna listen.
Oh, Manchester United and Liverpool, the biggest club in England. They have heritage. No. So we don't care about Man City. We don't care about Man City. So why am I being put first?
Hamza, why are you talking when you
Because-
drew to Spurs?
because,
One
you know-
second, we have to speak first. Don't even try.
Yeah, sorry. You
What's the
why
who
am I
knows
used
ball
to
battle?
bro,
Because
man.
you care about Man City, you're all
Yeah,
worried.
you're on the bottom
all
row.
worried.
Yo,
Oh,
shit, I just
I need your
realized.
head.
1 second. First of all, what's the who knows ball battle you won? Was the Spaces thing? Was it the Spaces thing where you won a who knows ball battle?
Yeah. No, I won it in top 90. Is it top 90? What is it called? Armenia. I destroyed the United.
Okay.
It's top 90.
Top FC, you mean?
You know that? No, let me find it. It's top 90.
Chris's channel, you mean?
No, Armenia. You know Armenia, the Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
You know Armenia, the Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
Well, he does the total 90. The total 90.
Oh, total 90. Okay. Well done. Big up our guy Hamza. So
When the
speaking of
semi-final-
yes. Anyway, listen, there's already 450 people in here. We ain't even started yet. Make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. You guys know the A-listers. We're just here to cook, we're here to destroy all these teams. You get me? So make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing, keep getting involved in the chat, keep letting us know your opinions. I don't want to keep stopping the show to tell you like and subscribe. So this is you watching us right now. I just want you to hit this X and then I want you to hit this like button right here. So everyone hit the like button, and you damn right I like my own videos. And with me, usually I will let others start. But for the City section right here, I'm going to start for the City section. I have never started off the A-lister show by actually speaking, but I'm actually going to start off this segment because I'm so sick and tired of Hamza just making excuses. Yeah, I'm about to drop the B rabbit. I'm about to say, this is the 8 Mile battle rap ending right here. My problem? Hamza has come on A-listers. First of all, welcome to your third show in a row in the bottom row. Enjoy it being in the bottom in the basement for the third week running. He's actually been in the basement for 4 weeks, if you count, the one we done during the international break. He
That-
comes on here.
I'm
Anytime
impressed.
Liverpool get a bad result, he starts talking about standard. Anytime Chelsea gets a bad result, he starts giving us the 1 billion speech and starts sending us pictures of the players that Chelsea have bought. Anytime Arsenal draw a game or Arsenal lose a game, he gives Egal lectures about standards. Have some shame. Kids grew up watching Dennis Bergkamp and Thierry Henry. Now they're watching Bukayo Saka. Have some shame, you fraud. Any United rep, whether it's Grigs, whether it's Usman, whether it's Staffy, anyone, always, where are your standards? You support Manchester United. Today, Hamza has to prove whether he's the biggest hypocrite on this platform or he's real. You cannot use referees as an excuse. When you played a centre-back partnership of Ben Davies and Emerson Royal, Erling Haaland, Doku, Foden, Bernardo Silva, Julian Alvarez, Rodri could not beat a team of Emerson Royal and Ben Davies, 10 injuries. And there is a clip on A-listers where he said, big up Ange Postecoglou, he never uses the referee excuse. So I want to see if he keeps the same energy. This right here is not the Manchester City that I fear. This is not the Manchester City I'm scared of. They conceded 9 goals in the last 4 games. 9. It's not 10. 4, 3, 7, 1, 8, 2 against Leipzig, 10.
No way
That's
you've
10
conceded more than us in the last 4 games.
Yeah, 10 goals conceded. Shit, it's actually 10. Yo, Egal, he conceded 10 goals. 10 goals in the last 4 games. And you know what's mad? He said Gvardiol was better than Saliba. He said Ake was the best left back in the world. He said Ruben Diaz was better than Virgil van Dijk. He said John Stones, he calls him the English Maldini. That's the same team. Kyle Walker, are we going to talk about that stinker? Because you know what it is? You know, with me, I'm smart. I snuck into City YouTube. I didn't say anything in the chats, but I was listening. I was all ears today. All of them were saying Kyle Walker was shit. Every single one of them. Are we going to talk about Rodri? Best DM in the world. Getting destroyed yet again. He got destroyed by the City player, by Chelsea's players. He got destroyed. At Liverpool, he had a shit game. And he had a shit game against Spurs. Giovanni Lo Celso, ladies and gentlemen. Giovanni Lo Celso. 90% of the Spurs fans wanted him sold last summer. Giovanni Lo Celso was the best midfielder on the pitch in a game against Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Julian Alvarez. Giovanni Lo Celso was the best midfielder on the football pitch. How embarrassing, how pathetic, how disgraceful. Erling Haaland. This is exactly why I was saying Messi deserves to win Ballon d'Or. Could not score a goal against Emerson Royal and Ben Davies. Emerson Royal and Ben Davies' defensive partnership should be food and drink for him. Could not score a goal. Jeremy Doku could not get past Pedro Porro. And this guy wants to come up here and he wants to blame referees. First of all, if we just want to talk from a physical perspective alone, then respectfully, Jack Grealish is slower than all the Spurs fullbacks and centre backs, so they would have caught up to him anyway. And you can't guarantee he scores, but you know what I can guarantee? Kulusevski dunking on Nathaniel Ake. You know what I can guarantee? Giovanni Lo Celso scoring a banger. You know what I can guarantee? Hamza not talking about Ederson, because that first goal was absolutely pathetic. I've heard Lewis blame all his players. I've heard Grigs blame all his players. I've heard Egal blame all his players. Last week on A-listers, I blamed Alisson Becker, the best goalkeeper in the world. He wants to say Ederson should be starting for Brazil. He wants to say Ederson's better than Alisson. Hey, the goal just went right past him. Forget Ederson, forget Alisson. Onana makes that save. Onana makes that save because it's straight at him. The question now becomes who had a worse performance. Is it Kelleher or Ederson? It's no longer compared to Alisson, compared to my reserve goalkeeper. And City fans, Hamza, you better not go on a space because the people will snitch on you. Now, the City fans are slowly starting to shit themselves because City fans are no longer saying, oh, we're going to be good in March. We're going to do well in March. They're all worried. And rightfully so. Massive credit to Ange Postecoglou. Massive credit to Tottenham Hotspur. And they went to the Etihad, scored 3 times. Absolutely pathetic and embarrassing. And you know what's mad? One of them was a Bissouma mistake, the City goal. The other one, Son scored an own goal. Manchester City did not even deserve to win that game to begin with. And if you want to talk about possession, Tottenham Hotspur had 45% possession. Manchester City only had 55. I memorized these stats. They had the same exact amount shots on target. You want to hear what's disgraceful? Tottenham Hotspur with Giovanni Lo Celso, Bissouma, and I forgot who the fuck was the third midfielder, only had 100 passes less than Manchester City. Lewis, I'm going to let you go next. Go on, Lewis.
Now, I was happy to take the claim of ruining Tottenham's season and everything. I didn't expect to be ruining Manchester City's season as well. 3 games without a win again. From the treble winners, the three-peaters, you're letting Lo Celso Millie rock round your entire ground. What is this? You guys are meant to be the only guys keeping this league sane for me, and you're dropping the ball. You guys are dropping the ball, and I need to hear you criticize the players. I know you might have got a dodgy decision towards the end of the game, and that's fair enough, but I don't want to hear waffle about the referee. I don't need that. What I need is energy for Haaland missing open goals. What I need is energy for the rest of your attack. You couldn't get past Ben Davies and Emerson Royale. Why could Nicholas Jackson bag a hat-trick against Spurs and Haaland couldn't even bag? This is a disgrace. You guys need to be doing better, because if it's not you, it's one of these 2 dickheads on the top, respectfully. And I can't be having that. You lot need to wake up. So, and the one thing that you guys need to do as fans, you need to hold your players accountable. No talk about the referee, no copium about that. Give Tottenham the praise that you're going to have to give them because they dominated you at your own ground. But you need to hold your players accountable. That is the number one thing that I'm looking for, because you guys, I expect better. This whole blue brotherhood, we keep the South blue, you keep the North blue. You're not doing your job. You're not pulling your weight. You need to do better. Joey Swole's settings. Disappointed, man. Disappointed again. You shouldn't be in the bottom row 3 weeks in a row. You should be holding the top row. And now I know exactly what I'm gonna hear. Excuses. Excuses about the ref. You're gonna deflect to all of our football teams and state that we're in. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear smoke for your players. I'm not gonna indirectly say you have to go for anyone specifically. I need you to talk about your players. Disgrace. And by the way, again, shame in the comment section for this football club. Disgusted. Absolutely disgusted by you lot.
You know, Lewis was on the top row after he played Spurs. Some people can't say the same.
And also, by the way, how is Tottenham your bogey team? You are Manchester City. Why do they do this to you every year? Why? You still haven't scored at their ground. Nicholas Jackson has 3 more goals than Manchester City as an entire institution against Spurs. Do better. Please do better. But yeah, that's
getting shamed in the chat, as per usual. You deserve the shames. You deserve the shames. Egal is going to be harsher than Grigsy, so I'm just let Grigsy go first so we can get another jab in before the uppercut comes at the end, so Hamza's knocked out. Grigsy, talk to me about Manchester City.
I'm kind of with Lewis. I mean, look at Haaland. 0 shots on target yesterday. I saw some guy had a parlay. He cost a guy like $6,000 because Haaland couldn't get more than 1 shot on target against Emerson Royale and Ben Davies. That's a terrible partnership. Rodri, I think, was it Friday on ESPN account? They pulled up prime Rodri or prime Conte. That's disrespectful to Conte because Rodri, we see in City's midfield to be a little bit open now because there's no Gundogan. There's no Kevin De Bruyne. So Rodri has to do more defending. And he's getting pulled apart by Giovanni Lo Celso, who was basically a Spurs reject until they had to bring him back this summer because their depth is terrible. He was at Villarreal for the last couple of years. Kulusevski was the other midfielder, by the way, Sam. Kulusevski put in the 10 on Sunday. He didn't play in his natural position. And then you had Bissouma, who did, to be fair, had a stinker. But Rodri, terrible. Now he's suspended on Wednesday, so it might be 4 times in a row that City lose now because the last time they had no Rodri for 3 games in a row. They held L's in every single match. Ederson, you talked about Onana. You know what? Onana in the Premier League saves that. Maybe not Champions League. He hears the Champions League anthem, everything like that. He turns into a terrible goalkeeper. But in the Premier League, he saves that. Terrible shot stopping. Guardiola, I actually rate the player, But Pep has him on an island by himself, and Heung-min Son just ran right past him. And that shot, Heung-min Son, he owns
You know what they're calling him now?
What are they calling him? Barbie doll? I heard that.
Josko Barbie doll.
Yeah, Josko Barbie doll. I heard that. It's terrible, man. Doku. I like Doku too, but Pedro Porro, who most people would actually not even consider a fullback, they just call him a right winger that's playing right back because he has no defensive bone in his body. Doku didn't get a sniff except maybe the one crossbar shot that he had. Phil Foden had a decent game, but also just very quiet. And Nathan Ake, Pep brought him off the bench, not even 3 minutes in. He just got dunked on by Kulusevski. That was a poster, absolute poster. So I think with City, I think it's time to get worried because there's lack of control. I kind of get why when we talk about Arsenal, why Arteta goes ultra controlling games because I'm sure Pep ain't happy with. I mean, we saw him rolling on the floor like he didn't get his favorite Christmas present or something. That's the way Pep was rolling on the floor on Sunday. You had Haaland take away his ponytail, let the hair out, frustrated, tweeting, not laughing or whatever the hell he tweeted. And today he was posting with his family, trying to get away with the FA charge and stuff like that. So I think with City, very, very, very disappointing. I didn't expect them to draw that game. I'm not gonna lie, but shout out Ange the Great, my fellow Greek manager. Ange the Great, man. I gotta give him credit.
Big up all the Grigs you love in the chat. Egal. The floor is yours, Egal.
Hamza, how things go around in circles. I love this game, and I will tell you why. When we drew 2-2 to Tottenham, you had a lot of verbal for me, and you know what? I take notes on these shows. So I will give you the notes from the date when Arsenal drew 2-2 and the things that you said to me, and I'll reiterate it back to you and tell me if it does not apply. Now, before we go any further, I just want everyone to know they have conceded 10 goals in the last 4 games. This Manchester City team that is supposed to be one of the best teams in the world have conceded more goals in the last 4 games than Arsenal have in the last 12. Take that in. Number one. Number two, this is a team that in big games this season have been bottle jobs every single game. Against Chelsea, you bottled the lead. Against Tottenham, you bottled the lead. Against Arsenal, you lost the game. Against Liverpool, you bottled the lead. So when you talk about bottle jobs, respectfully, mention your own club next time and stop mentioning other people first. Now, let's get into some of the things that you've said, Hamza, because I actually started off the show. Hussam, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. You want to know why? Because I had to listen to this Hamza fraud once again on your stream. Because if you don't remember, he had a 20-minute monologue after the North London derby telling me red flags. So let me give you some of your red flags. You said, oh, we couldn't beat Fulham. You couldn't beat Wolves. You said we couldn't beat Tottenham with no Harry Kane. They lost Harry Kane. Bro, do you know who they were missing in your game? No, what do you call it? Christian Romero, no Van de Ven, no Madison. If I'm not mistaken, no Bentancur. And I faced a more fit team than you did. And I actually put in a better performance than you did. You were at home and you're getting cooked up by Tottenham way worse than we did. You talked about possession, embarrassing 45% possession against Tottenham. Guess what? In the second half, you had 46% possession. You gave them possession in the second half. A team that cooked you, and you want to talk about Rodri, one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. You spoke about Declan Rice after that game. Talk to me about Rodri. He's a liability this season. Now he's going to be suspended again. He's going to be suspended. This time he's going to be suspended for the Aston Villa game against a team that's one of the best home teams this season. It's going to be shaky for you in the next game. I want to know what you got to think about that. Now let's continue. You said Tottenham are playing better than Arsenal. Did they not play better than Man City during in that game? Did they not outplay you in parts of that game? You said the manager from the Scottish League, from Celtic, the man that used to play Kilmarnock and these guys. Guess what? He came to your house and he's like, oh, Man City, I'll treat them like Kilmarnock. I'll continue to play my style. The disrespect. I'm not even the shit that you were saying. You said about breaking press. Guess what? They didn't only break the press, they pinged it left, right, center to your box and bang, slapped it in. And you're talking about break the press. At least when they played us, it was on own errors. These guys played from the back to front and scored a goal on your head top in your own house, and your crowd didn't do nothing. They didn't make a noise. They're still shushed from when Trent shushed them. What can we say? Then let's get to the next part. We talked about Haaland. We told you how he misses big chances. What does he do again? You have the game on the line. The man needs to get you over the line. no Kevin De Bruyne. You keep crying about Gundogan. Get over it. He's gone. It's like crying about an ex-girlfriend. Get over it, bro. But Erling Haaland's supposed to be the man, Ballon d'Or winner, bro. I don't see Messi missing those kind of opportunities. You don't see Mbappe not trying to help get his team over the line. Erling Haaland, he's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be one of the faces of the Premier League, but he can't do it against Tottenham. He can't do it against Ben Davies. Come on, bro. First it's Craig Paulson, now it's Ben Davies. What's going on with the guy? At least he gets some assists, right? But you know what? Your star boy, Phil Foden, when your manager needs a goal, guess what he does? He's like, I'm going to take Foden off. Even though Foden scored the goal, he's like, oh, we need a goal? Dying minutes? Let's get Foden off. This guy's not going to help us win the game. So I'm so confused. On top of that, final two statements. You said after that game against Tottenham, Egal, Arsenal are getting worse. Arsenal are getting worse from last season. You said to me, Arsenal are not looking as good. You said Hussam, you said Lewis, you said Staffy, who was on the show at that time. They are looking worse. They are not the same team. Guess what? You were talking about yourself. You were not talking about Arsenal because we're better. We actually are better defensively. We're more resolute. You can see the improvements. Where, as for you, we can see the glaring weaknesses in your team. Kevin De Bruyne injured. We can see without Rodri, you have no midfield. And we can see that you guys are creating the opportunities, but at the same time, you're very vulnerable from the back. So next time, when you have verbal for other people, realize that football goes in roundabouts and we keep notes here. And we're gonna get you. But hey, you said to me on that stream one thing. What was your prediction before the game? So I ask you, and I end off my statement by this. Hamza, tell me, what was your prediction before the game? Were you not saying if Ange Postecoglou comes with those kind of tactics, we're gonna absolutely beat them? Huh? Let me know.
Hamza's gonna speak now in a second.
No. Before he says anything, I need to know what was his prediction, Hussam.
What was your prediction, Hamza? Don't lie. Just tell us.
I forgot my prediction.
No. You did not forget,
Don't
brother.
lie.
You did.
Lie.
Don't do that. Tell me, what was your prediction?
I expected to beat them.
What was your score prediction?
3-1.
Score prediction.
That was my exact same prediction. And you know what you said to me? The arrogance. And you know what I say to you? But you better know your team now. They're bottle jobs this season, especially in big games.
Conceded 10 goals. 10 goals.
I've seen some cookings this season on the show, but fucking hell, bruv. That was a roasting, bro. Hamza, we need a response, man. We need a response.
Yeah. And no, wait.
By the way, W's for Egal in the chat. W's for Egal.
Yeah.
That was a 10-10
Egal definitely cooked.
That was insane.
You know why? You know why Egal cooked? He brought out the notepad. As soon as he brought out the notepad, Hamza lost.
Instead, the notepad's exhibit A, exhibit B, all the way to Z. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Let me just read these two super chats before Hamza goes on because he's about to give us a 15-minute monologue. Shout out, boys. Watch the replay yesterday. Hamza shouting why sounds exactly like my little brother when he needs the shit slapped out of him. Yo, relax. Oh, Nana United. Relax. Look at this guy. But said the shit slapped out of him. Hey, we slapped him in a football convo, not physically. Big up to you, Onana. When we spoke about injuries, players being fatigued and poor officiating, Hamza was critical. Now he's playing all three for his team performance. It's shame. Hey, Hassan, 100%. But you know why I love this show? The people in the comments, the streets, they never forget. Egal cannot use excuses of injuries or depth or referees, even though Joe Linton was riding, Gabriel. Pause. He was riding him, and the goal still got given. I couldn't use the referee excuse when, we had a perfectly onside goal ruled off. I can't use it, but I'm supposed to use it now. Crazy. Big up to Onana who says, Hamza, UK people are being... Yo, that's mad, Onan. I'm not going to read that out. But thank you for the super chat. Finally, Ilkay Gundogan says, quit using me as an excuse, Hamza. Leave me alone. Big up to Gundogan in the chat. We're getting super chats from Ilkay Gundogan. And Hamza, just before we go, just so we ensure the cooking is 100% in place, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Big up Vel, because Vel has a gift for you, Hamza. Your thoughts, Hamza. Your thoughts, Hamza. Hamza, your thoughts on this? Hamza. This legitimizes our history on A-listers. Tayo Awuni, Trent Kulusevski, and Simon Hooper.
Oh
Yeah.
my! That is brutal.
That's so disrespectful. Hold that, Hamza. Go on, Hamza. The floor is yours.
Yeah, first, I would like to say, first, listen, we've been here before. I'm not being arrogant. We've been here before. We've been here before. Same old, city. This is nah. This country never learn. Why didn't you learn? Are you like England national team? You go to a World Cup. Oh, we're gonna win the World Cup. Play these kind of songs, and you don't win the World Cup. You lie to the people. What was the point of this cooking? Because the ending we know. We know the ending. Because
City
you're
ain't winning the
frauds.
league.
Two of you guys are frauds. I've heard both of you so many times. I've cooked all of you. You know the ending. You're so worried that I'm the attention. No one cares about City winning that. You see when I say you won the Champions League, no one cares. It shows you today. It shows you. No one cares about United. No one cares about United. You're not the big club. No one cares. You've lost, but we care. Get out here. Don't worry. You're nobody. 10 years. This is what heritage. I hope you've learned. United, I hope you've learned. Heritage means nothing. Zero. You have to win to create, for people to see. They have to see. They don't care about you, Grizzy. Let me come back to me. The people care about me. They care about this badge. Let me kiss it 3 times because I've done it 3 times. I'm not being arrogant. Yeah? You all play 115 charges. You cheated. No.
Spam 115 charges.
Yeah,
Chat,
put
spam
115
115 right now after you like
In fact,
subscribe. Spam
415. Put 415.
Yes, put it.
415. Because I'm gonna beat those charges as well. Oh, nothing easy. Don't worry. Put it. You know you're
Why don't
wasting.
you beat a top 6 team?
1 second. They put in 150, but you've wasted that time
That'll
to
be
fight
nice.
for it because I'm gonna beat that charges. Yeah, I'm gonna be out. I can't wait that day. Listen,
Yo, Lewis, that's so wrong.
I expect better from this disgrace, man. You're meant to be
Listen,
propping up the league.
I talk about the game. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
I want to show same energy. Yalla.
Let me see.
Yalla.
It's a disgrace to concede those many goals. Yeah, it's a disgrace, 100%. Is it a disgrace if I had won 5-3? Yes. Why am I conceding 3? If I'd won 6-3? Yes. Those are red flags. Against Lewis. Lewis is a small side, man. They're easy. How do you concede 4? How do you concede 4?
How did you bowl the lead to us 3 times?
How do you concede 4?
Who, Chelsea?
Lewis is not respected anymore.
How do you concede 4? How do you concede 4?
There's been
You
questions.
conceded 4 to us too.
There's been questions.
It wasn't 4-0 City. It was 4-4.
Look, everyone here has been happy. You got happy with the draw because I'm the champion of Europe. To get a draw it's a dream come true.
Yeah, so why don't you play like the champions of Europe?
It's a dream to come true. For Sam to look, even your microphone doesn't agree. To draw, it's a dream come true.
No. I'm just saying, why don't you play like the champions of Europe? Lewis asked the important question.
Huh?
Champions of
why
Europe,
don't
you
you play
can't
like
even
the
beat a
champions
top
of Europe,
6 team. You can't beat mid-table Chelsea. Why is that?
Don't worry. When you need to win,
No, I will worry because I need you to win the league. So I am worrying. I am very concerned.
We're too arrogant. We know we're better than you. We're too arrogant. That's what I believe 100%.
So now we're getting to where it is with City. So it's a mentality problem with your players.
No, 100%.
Okay, we're finally getting somewhere. Good. It's about time.
We're being arrogant. We've won 3. Yeah. Who's Liverpool? Who's Arsenal? Who's Chelsea? And that's a bad impression. You have to respect.
Who's Tottenham? Talk to me about Tottenham.
Who's Chelsea? We made your biggest ever legend cry in
second.
Porto in his last game in the City shirt.
Bro, forget about deflecting. Hamza, we are 6 minutes. We're 6 minutes into your match reaction, and you've not once mentioned Erling Haaland missing chances, Tottenham scoring goals. Get to it because we're waiting. We're running out of patience here, just like you're bored.
Let me say. So to me to concede 3, well, I didn't even predict. How can I concede 3 against this bomb Spurs team? I like Ange. and he's a good manager. Give credit. First, I would like to give credit to Spurs. Spurs, you've rattled a lot of teams. You've rattled me. You've rattled Egal. You've rattled Hussam. All of us three, me and Hussam, have complained to PGML, but I've never asked for the videos back. I didn't ask. I've got standards. Well, I didn't ask. You want a VR official? Well, I don't. Well, I keep those videos, keep those tapes. Don't release them. I don't care. Yeah, but I got cheated. Me and Hussam got cheated. Hussam got cheated. I got cheated. 100%. If we're playing fair, it's for fact. I stood up by Hussam. I said, Hussam, you got cheated. 100%. I said,
No, you didn't stood up by me. Don't lie.
I said,
You always say Tottenham cooked you. Do not lie. You see, that's you know earlier on, Lewis and Egal will recall this bar for bar. I told you choose your battles, Hamza, because there will come a point in time. Had you stood by me, I would have called it out. But I'm not saying that. Also, you need to stop comparing the Liverpool situation because it was a perfectly onside goal given offside. That's not like advantage not being played. Jota shouldn't have sent off, and you didn't stand by Egal when Newcastle beat him 1-0 because Egal was bottom row and you
didn't
cooked him.
stand
Why
by
didn't
me
you
with
stand
Anthony
by
Taylor in the
Egal?
City game either.
Yeah. Why did you stick by him? Why didn't you call out Anthony Taylor when you played Chelsea and he gave a penalty that shouldn't have been a penalty to begin with?
let me tell you something. I don't complain.
He wants to
I don't
flex
complain.
4 goals
Stood by
against
you.
us in a game he
I
didn't
don't-
even
look,
win.
look.
Have shame.
I don't complain.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you don't complain? Hussam,
I
play
don't
the video.
complain like this man. I don't complain like this man.
Hussam, play the video. Man's talking about I don't complain.
I don't complain like this man.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget. You're
No,
outside
I
the
don't.
Chelsea stadium wearing a hoodie,
I don't.
trying to speak under your
Yeah.
breath about.
Hamza, are you sure you don't complain about referees? Are you sure?
But this guy,
They got you on TV,
Right?
bro.
I want everyone to take his name. See this guy? Look,
Simon
Liverpool
who?
fans. Liverpool fans, remember is this guy. What he's done to us, I've always respected Liverpool. Listen, I've always said, you're my main challengers. I backed you. You're the most scariest team. I've said it to you. But you know what? Sam, Huang, we got cheated, yeah? For Wolves. Fair enough for Sam. That's an error. Mistakes happen. But Sam, the fact that I don't believe that was an error. In my heart, it is not an error. It was deliberately done to make sure City don't win that game. I'm telling you now. I tell you what, Sam, and I'm gonna get angry now. Yeah, you want the truth? Number one, I said, yo, guys, Rodri's got 1 game to get booked. I said, there's a fraud. Yeah, I've seen this Harry Maguire 5 fouls against Newcastle, didn't get booked. On the 6th one, he had to get booked. I said, what I'm gonna see, how long does it take Rodri to get booked? How many times has Declan Rice been booked in England? How many times? 0. Why? How many times has he been booked in the Champions League? Twice.
I don't know.
Twice.
Ooh, Declan Rice.
Yeah. So
Hey,
Declan Rice has been booked more in the Champions League, less games than the Premier League. Why? They play for England. They have that standard. No, it's England. It's always we know. Gerrard used to get away with it. Lampard used to get away with it. Shearer can get. Rodri, they want City. They hate City. City is the enemy. How can a team win as much as Ferguson? It's impossible. How can Pep Guardiola come to you, United Kingdom? Yeah, win and win. When David Cameron was a prime minister, Theresa May came and went. Liz Truss came and went. Boris Johnson's grown in there. He nearly went bald like Hamza. He then left. Rishi Sunak is a new prime minister. Something has to stop. Enough is enough. We have to do it. It doesn't look interesting. People calling our League Farmers League FA. They're worried. They're laughing at you guys. You have nothing to do. Real Madrid fans are looking at the bot jobs. Some you're a bottle jobs.
So let me just get this straight. You drew Hamza.
This is the reason.
Hamza,
So
clarify
it
this.
is done to be, no, 1 second. If I listen, the Grealish one, I'm angry. I don't want to go back to that because I'm angry. This guy should never officiate ever again. Or otherwise, I don't mind. I forgive and forget.
Are you not doing what Arteta did?
No, 1 second. If I forgive, yeah. If he came out and said, yo, Hamza, I'm sorry. I didn't get an apology. Today I was waiting for the apology. Why did I not get an apology today? Liverpool got an apology. Arsenal got an. Why did not Man City get the apology they deserve? Why didn't? No. Be honest. Was it a mistake? Yes. Was it a mistake that cost us a game? Yes. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Why did we not get an apology?
It's not official. You still have to score.
No,
Do you
for-
believe, Hamza, in your hearts of hearts, do you really believe Jack Grealish was gonna get through 1-on-1 and score that? When Ben Davies, if you look
I
at the
feel sorry
replay,
for Liverpool. Liverpool, I'm sorry what they did to you. Now I understand the pain, and I'm sorry, Liverpool fans.
No, but it's not even close.
Liverpool
Don't
fans,
even
I am
compare
sorry.
it.
I was trying to suck
How,
up to
how
him.
are you how are you comparing
Apologies.
advantage
Shame,
being
man.
played to a
Liverpool
goal not
fans-
being
listen,
given?
No, Liverpool fans, 100%. Listen, Arsenal is not, but the Liverpool one, it was 100%. Listen, I stand, and if I made a mistake I said it because I like Klopp. Klopp is my guy. I'm always saying I respect Klopp. I cuss Arteta for Klopp, and Arteta's worked for my team. Yeah, why? Because I've highly respect for Klopp as a manager, as a person. Yeah, I got cheated, Sam. Yeah, it was a massive error. This should never happen again. Ever.
Violins in the chat, guys. Violins
Yeah.
in the chat.
And talking about the conceding goals, this is the biggest worry for us, Sam. Now, Sam, we're conceding 4. We conceded 2 against Leipzig. We conceded just one chance, one goal, bam, from nowhere. So there's errors. I believe this is what I believe. It's not the midfield. It's not the defense.
Big up the violins.
Vardio is young, yeah. Bro, you will be. I dare you, right? Vardio is a crap player. You will come to regret it. You know, Vardio will be a top world-class player. World-class. He's only 21. He's playing a position where he should not play, but Pep's playing them so that they can get used to the ball and be comfortable on the ball. Fair enough. Yeah. But the biggest mistake we made, yeah, is I believe, I keep saying again, I miss Gundogan. Well, I miss Gundogan so much, man. I can't believe without Gundogan, like, why? You know, I used to shop at Harrods. I bought world-class players. And then I went to shop at Aldi. I wanted to eat the same croissant that you get at Harrods at Aldi. Yeah? And then later on, I'm complaining about my stomach hurts. Yeah? And I'm looking there and saying, why is it? I ate the croissant from Aldi and I used to eat croissant every breakfast. I was there, Harrods. Nice breakfast, five-star meal. Yeah? Why is Man City shopping up at Wolves first? Why? When I sold Gundogan, City should be signing top players. Fair enough if I don't. Barella should have come.
Gundogan is telling you stop using him as an excuse.
Yeah, but he's one.
Man's
he's our
waffling
one of
about
the-
transfers. Why don't you just beat an injury-prone Tottenham team?
By the way,
Thank you, Lewis.
By the way,
Thank
can
you,
I
Lewis.
give you guys the
You
facts?
know, Hamza, Egal, I just want to make one statement.
I'm
before you
talking
go.
about
I
Aldi
think
and
Hamza,
like all this
I think
Let me
bullshit
say one thing
and
because
grocery
what
shopping.
Lewis just said is key. Let me just say one thing to Hamza.
I'm going to explain to you. This is why you need.
If this happened,
level notch.
yeah, 1 second. If you want to say this is why we can't win the Champions League, blah blah blah,
No,
etc.
no.
You want to have an overall conversation, okay? But this is injury ravaged Tottenham playing with
Shameful.
okay. So 10 players. 10 players they have out.
Disgrace.
You
Disgrace.
cannot use squads as an
Disgrace.
excuse today.
Haaland missed his chances. Haaland has to be called. Yeah, Haaland missed it. He should have scored. But people miss chances. I've seen Nunes. I've not come for Nunes when he misses chances.
Yeah, but we won. Had we lost, I would have come for Nunes.
I know, but listen, he missed chances as a human being. He should have finished those chances, Sam. And because we didn't kill off the game, yeah, we paid the price. Number 2,
You know my problem with Haaland.
No,
You know
Sam,
my problem with Haaland is not even missed chances.
No, because they don't.
Before we go to other players, you know my problem with Haaland. He didn't dominate Davies and Royal. That's the worst part. When you have a centre back partnership like this, you should be dominating them. Be honest, Hamza. That's Royal and Ben Davies.
I've seen
My brother
Salah.
Nicholas
I don't
Jackson
think so.
scored hat.
I don't
Why?
know. It's a bad game. I've seen Mbappe getting cooked by Dan Burn. What are we doing here? Dan Burn. I've seen Livramento pocketing Mbappe. What are we doing here? Don't
Dan
do
Burn
this.
is better than Davies and Royal combined.
Livramento.
And what's wrong with Livramento? He's been brilliant with Newcastle.
Nothing.
How are we shitting on Livramento? He's been great this season.
by the way, yo, you know, since
You
Hamza
know the
brought up
funny
Prague,
thing is,
yo,
Hamza would take Livramento at his club right now.
No, listen.
Probably.
Let me say. Do you remember, Hassan, do you remember when we lost the league at you? Do you know what happened? What went wrong? I know. City lost a captain company. Yeah, they were arrogant to say we got Laporte, Garcia, and Otamendi. We'll take them to that season. I was in the Wolves game in September. Laporte gets a knee injury in front of me. They were open on goal every single time. They should have scored 6. That season, we lost the league by 20 points or 15 points. Yeah? So what City learned, you have to, when you lose company, yeah, you have to replace him. Like,
How are you talking about company? He's managed
one
2
second,
clubs
Sam.
and retired, brother.
Sam, 1 second. 1 second. Sam, we
Company.
One second.
He's
Sam.
gonna draw the comparison to Gundogan.
No, I'm trying to say to you.
Hey, Egal, next time we lose a game, Lewis, next time we lose a game, Grigsy, I'm gonna mention Gerrard. Oh, we haven't replaced Gerrard. Like, have some fucking.
You haven't
faith.
replaced John Terry yet.
Wallahi, oh my God.
I haven't replaced Roy Keane yet, bro. It's calm.
Company.
Hey, I
He's
still haven't
fucking
replaced
barely
Eden
managed.
Hazard.
You haven't
Come
replaced
on.
Jorginho.
Let me finish. Wallahi, this is true story. This is so true.
I wouldn't
Lewis,
mind
that's
Jorginho
cool.
back though.
So
Would be
the
nice,
next
yeah.
season, next
I know.
season, we sat because we've lost the league. Guess who we replaced company with?
Who?
Nathan Ake. Where did Nathan Ake play? Where did he play? How did he play?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth. So you played a guy.
Well done.
who's- Yeah. Two. No, some. I hate that guys. I hate them. You should never fish them on City game ever.
Big up KS ball.
By the way, Hamza, can we? I just want to divert you back to this game. You keep talking about Simon Hooper.
Edison made a mess, man. We're gonna
One
talk
second,
about
one
that, man.
second.
Let me
I
deflect
just
a
want
bit.
to say this. Simon Hooper, yes, he made a mistake, and he played the advantage. He should have continued to
It's not a
play the
mistake.
advantage.
Bro, I don't use the mistake. Wallahi,
But,
don't use
one second. I'm
Bro, it's
agreeing
not
with
mistake.
you.
Bro, it's
One
not
second.
mistake. Don't use the word mistake.
I'm agreeing with you. Just 1
It's not
second.
mistake.
One
It's not
second.
mistake.
The reason why people say it's a mistake.
It's
This
not
is what
mistake.
people
Wallahi,
are
it's not
saying.
mistake. Wallahi, no.
People are
If
saying
we
the reason why he blew the
win,
whistle.
That's the mistake.
The
Wallahi.
1 second.
No, it's not
the
mistake.
reason
I'm
why
not,
he blew
wallahi,
the.
I'm not listening to that.
1 second.
No,
Let
wallahi,
me,
no.
you have to listen to this.
I'm not
2
listening.
seconds.
Don't
2
say
seconds.
mistake then.
2
Wallahi, it's a-
seconds, bro. I sat
Because
there and
I
listened
need
to
to
you
find
for
the time to
20
say
days
what.
telling me the Newcastle situation. So I'm just going to explain to you the logic for the other side. He clearly made a mistake because he should have continued to
my
play the
God.
advantage. Bro, I'm
He
agreeing with
made
you.
a mistake. He says play on. How can
Let me explain.
Don't
Let me
explain.
explain.
Don't explain.
Stop. I agree with you.
Oh
It's
my
completely wrong. Once you play the advantage, you should continue to play the advantage until the play is dead. But he thought that the ball was going to one of the defenders. He didn't think Grealish was going to go through. I don't think he even seen Grealish from that angle. He probably
God.
thought two defenders.
Nice. Oh,
Bro,
wow, wow.
let me land.
Wallahi, the
He
most
thought there was
beautiful
two
thing
defenders
about-
there,
Yeah,
and they were going to receive the ball and pass it back. But clearly, it was a lapse of judgment. He went too quick, and it was wrong. But at the same point, when you have two defenders around a player, and yes, he might have the ball and he might be through, is not a guarantee that he scores the
No,
goal.
bro.
So you cannot sit here and act like the ball was in the back of the net
Bro, I don't
when he
believe
blew the whistle. At the end of the day, you did not actually score that chance. It was an opportunity to score the chance.
No.
And I get it, you're upset.
listen.
You're upset. But at the end of the day, you always tell people stop
I've
crying about
I
referees.
have never
You always
seen
tell
that
people
decision in
hold
football.
your club to a better standard. You always
Such
talk
cap.
about if you
Such
would have
cap.
finished your dinner, you wouldn't be in this
You- you
situation.
know-
So suck it up, take
you-
your own medicine,
one
take
second.
your own advice, and
I
don't
showed
complain
La
about
Liga
referees.
fans. I showed La Liga fans.
Nah,
I
bro,
showed
you
them
don't
the
get away
also-
with this
Match-
because
there was-
guess
they said there
what?
was match fixing.
You don't get away with this because guess
That's
what? When it
that's
comes to
match
other people, when it comes to Manchester United getting calls against them, you laugh at them. When it comes to Liverpool getting a proper goal disallowed, you laugh at them. When it comes to Chelsea getting this getting a dodgy penalty, you laugh at them. But now when it comes to you and you don't even actually score a goal, he just didn't play the advantage. You're sitting here, you want FA responses. I'm
You
sorry.
guys are just-
It doesn't work that way. And number two, Erling
this is-
Haaland's response as a professional footballer to go on Twitter immediately after and say, what the F? Bro, he's not a fan. He's a professional footballer. He has to hold himself respectfully. You guys criticize Mikel Arteta for weeks. Erling Haaland, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get punished for going out and tweeting what
He
the
didn't
F
get punished.
after the
They
game.
didn't charge him.
Yeah, he's going to.
Look what sad.
He's going to.
How,
He's going to.
how sad. He will not get punished.
He
He's not gonna
will.
get punished. He's not
He will
going to
not
get
get
punished.
punished. How much do you want to bet? He will not get
Bro,
punished.
they already said they're
Bro,
not
Mikel
charging him.
Arteta's getting punished.
No, they already
Mikel
said
Arteta's gonna miss the
He didn't
Liverpool
say
game.
the
anything.
FA
didn't
already
say
said they're not charging Haaland. They're going
Your
after
last
City, but they're not going after
he
Haaland.
walked away. with
They're
his
not going to
anger.
charge Haaland.
No.
Yeah, he's allowed. What
Oh,
that
you
means?
can't go on Twitter and say what the F about your employer.
No, what are you talking about? He looked at it and he's allowed to comment. What, freedom of speech? You're not allowed to say anything now.
Apparently, Arteta's not allowed to say anything.
No, he criticized. He was trying to look like a.
Excuse me. What's the difference between
I've
saying
never
what the
seen
F
a guy who looked
on
at
a
attention
post
and
on
I said
Twitter
that thing.
and coming out after the game and saying that's a disgrace? It's both criticism.
Arteta said it was the worst league in the world. It was
Arteta didn't say that, bro. One second. By the way, guys, De Zerbi came out after a game and said, "I just don't like English referees." Like, he's not getting no punishment. So,
City got charged, but Haaland didn't get charged. No chance. You can't do that. Listen, let me finish about the story about Ake so that you understand what this is intellectual. This is top level because I've watched football for a long time. Yeah. The reason they keep bypassing our midfielder, Bernardo is not a midfielder. Kovacic is not reliable. Nunes is a good player, but needs time to adapt to be a top player. So you can't criticize him. We need to get a top. That's my opinion. That's not every city's opinion. I believe. No, one second. Let me tell you. We need that number, another midfielder who is always there on the game. If Kovacic was reliable, I could look at it. But Kovacic is injury prone. The reason why Egal, when we bought Ake and we lost the league, Egal, we bought him in August. By September, Egal, just before the transfer window, we had already been 9 points behind Liverpool. Yeah.
Bro, I don't want to hear it. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Because when I told you missing out on Declan Rice was a big deal on this channel, on my channel, on every channel.
He's not the guy I wanted.
Missing out on Declan Rice was a big blow for you guys. You said, I don't care. I got Kovacic. I got Matheus Nunes. We're good. We got 2 midfielders for less than what you paid for Declan Rice. And you were bragging about it. And now, look at you. You're crying. You're like, we needed this midfielder.
Thank you for the Kovacic transfer, by the way.
Nobody cares.
We need a bigger squad. We need a replacement for Calvin.
Nobody cares.
Calvin Phillips.
Nobody cares, bro.
Calvin Phillips needs to go. This is what I'm telling you, in my opinion. What went wrong?
Bro, wallahi, nobody cares.
Calvin Phillips, they need a replacement and they need a number 8. Because we bought, I'm sorry, I put my hand up. I'm not like you. We got sold a player that is injury problem from Chelsea. I put my hand up.
Nobody cares. You bragged about it. You said he was the best signing in the summer.
Okay, 20 million. 20 million. 20 million. But you bought 65 million Havertz and you made the song out of him.
You said you signed Kai Havertz. You signed Mason Mount.
You made the song out of a guy who's a bum. I'll never believe it.
You guys can all. You can buy some more bums. If you need a midfielder, we have Conor Gallagher.
Don't let him try to flip the narrative.
He never gets injured.
Don't let him. He said every Champions League winning side, except for Man City, has a Croatian. Now we bought 2. We're winning 2 Champions Leagues. That's what he said. He said we have 2 Croatians. We're winning 2 Champions Leagues. That's what he said.
Champions League is mine. It's mine.
Bro, you said you have 2 Croatians. You're winning 2 Champions Leagues. Now you're sitting here. You're telling me one of the Croatians is not good. Which one is it?
Kovacic is 20 million. Fair enough, I got robbed. But you paid 65 million on a left back. You played 65 million.
Guess what? That left back has contributed to more victories than yours. Once again, that left back has contributed more victories.
No, he wasn't.
Kai Havertz has contributed
25 million plus 5.
How much do you want to bet was 20 million?
Kovacic has.
Bro, I'm looking at it right now. It's 25 million guaranteed plus 5 million in performance rate add-ons.
Yeah,
today you are not getting away.
It's literally in front of me.
You're not getting the 10 million. He hasn't even played. The guy is sick all the time.
What do you mean? It's probably going to be if you win a league title or something. We're getting our 5 mil.
You're not getting 5 million, man.
Don't let him.
It's not going to be appearance related. We already know about Mateo Kovacic. It's going to be trophy related.
Guys, don't let him deflect. Hamza sat here and said, we're winning this league. Arsenal shit. Liverpool, they scared me. Oh, club scares me. That's all he says every time. Now he's sitting here. He's giving all these laundry lists of excuses. Hamza, I am telling you right now, I have told you these things to start the season. You said, I don't care. We're still winning this league. Now that you've shown a bottle job mentality against all the big teams and against Wolves, and you're missing this player, you're missing that player, who cares? Because guess what? When other people are missing players, you know what you say to them? Have some shame. You should be able
Kovacic is 25 million. I'm expecting now. Wait,
25 plus 5, yeah.
Is it euros or pounds?
Pounds.
Hamza, have some shame.
We'll be
You
back
are,
for the
you
other
are,
five when you win the league.
Hamza, you are a one-man team at this moment in time. You're acting like Rodri is the only piece that, and now that he's missing, you're gonna be acting like you're gonna lose to Aston Villa. Are you gonna lose to Aston Villa?
No, we're not gonna lose to Aston Villa.
Okay, on the record, you're gonna beat Aston Villa.
Yeah.
And who do you play after that?
No way. We got Luton.
Luton away.
Okay, so you're gonna beat Luton, but Aston Villa, you're getting cooked.
Oh, you better.
Yeah,
You're getting
we have
cooked.
to beat Aston Villa. We have to beat Aston Villa.
You're getting cooked. Who's your midfield versus Aston Villa?
Midfield, I think Kovacic and Stones.
Stones is back. Okay, fair.
Bro, we don't have players. I'm bringing.
Whose fault is that?
I mean, you have Calvin Phillips on the bench.
When Hamza, you have to analyze this. Your club in the last 5 games have the same amount of points as Manchester United. How does that feel?
Bro, if we get a draw from Villa or if we get a draw, how many points are we behind? Because Arsenal gonna play Villa.
If you get a draw, you're like 5 points behind us.
Why are you talking about draws? Why don't you win?
They forgot how to win.
They have no Rodri, bro. They're scared.
Disgrace, man.
By the way, can I give you guys a fun stat?
We're not scared.
You know what Rodri? No, yo, so you know since Rodri, Hamza brought up Rodri. Go ahead.
Guys, take this in. Take this stat and do it with it what you will. Manchester United this season in the Premier League have been shocking, right? They have conceded 1 more goal than Man City.
Shameful.
Wow.
Shameful. Let's move to United now.
No, you don't dictate tempo. Say that again.
People want to move to United.
Hussam, did you hear what I said?
No, say it again. I just want people to hear it.
Manchester United have conceded 1 more goal than Man City in the Premier League this season.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And that's with Andre Onana in goal as well, Grigsy?
Of course.
I have
Harry Maguire starting half the season too, don't forget.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Guys, people want to go to Man United.
Also with Rodri, by the way, you know Rodri has already equaled his yellow cards from last year, 5. His last 2 years actually, 21, 22. He had 5.
There's a conversation
how many
to be had about Rodri soon.
How many?
I don't know. Bro. I think with Declan Rice, the Premier League are finally coming to terms that all City do is do tactical fouls, and they've gotten away with it.
Yes, finally.
Since the Fernandinho
After
days.
Mourinho called it out like 10 years ago.
These dark arts, and finally, the Premier League are punishing.
Why has he got yellow cards in the Champions League and he can't get it in the Premier League? Explain to us.
Because Declan Rice isn't.
Yeah, he had
Why?
Because Declan Rice doesn't do those fouls. Bro,
his loan's too hard. No,
because Pep is the master of the dark arts. He's
the
mastered
Sevilla
that.
who are 15th in La Liga very difficult to bypass.
Bro, why are you talking about Sevilla, bro?
There you are. We know why he doesn't get it.
Rodri is just a dirty player, and the
Trent will never do that step of us. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
One more time.
Oh God, go on, please come back. You
know how Hamza feels about Arsenal being top of the league. This is how I feel.
No, people when I say that, City fans say, "Calm down, don't show," or whatever it is. No, I'm top of the league. I'm not happy. Arsenal, my God, top of the league. Well, let Arsenal be great, but my God,
shame.
Well, Arsenal, I just saw the league table. No, if Arsenal win, they're going top of the league. Oh shit. Oh man. We used to win this game. Why? I'm done. Let me go and calm down, man. I need to pray. Well, I'm so sad. And they're interviewing him. They're interviewing the guy. They're interviewing Trent. Oh my God.
Did you know Man City only have 1 more clean sheet in the league than Chelsea this season?
Chelsea, that's mad. That's crazy.
I think United might have more, to be honest.
United
have 1 more than City. Yeah, they have 1 more clean sheet.
United have 1
So
more clean sheet.
Crystal Palace also have 1 more clean sheet than Man City.
And you know why Hamza's done out here? I might speak to the guys later on and maybe try do an emergency A-listers maybe this Thursday or something, maybe even this Friday.
Oh my
City
God,
play
no.
City play Aston Villa. No Rodri. It's gonna be long for the professor. Anyway, let me read the super chat.
Enjoy,
Bro,
man.
Doku and Jack Grealish might be out also.
One
Grealish
second, let me
is
ask you.
suspended.
Are you watching
Grealish
Man
is
City?
suspended.
I'm asking everyone. Are you watching Man United, Chelsea, or are you watching Aston Villa, Man City?
Guess what?
They're not they're not
Amazon
at the
Prime
same
is
time.
covering the games on the weekend, midweek, so I can watch all the games at the same time on the Goal Show.
But who are you concentrating on?
I'm concentrating on my team, obviously.
My team's playing on Tuesday.
I'll be at the
Wednesday, I'm just
game,
gonna
so
watch
I don't have
everything.
a choice. I'll only be
Yeah.
at the Chelsea game.
My team
Wait,
is
you,
playing at the same time anyway.
Also play
so-
Manchester United, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Liverpool
we got
playing at the same
United.
Yeah,
time.
that's
We
gonna
playing
be a
2-2.
draw. That's always a 2-2
El
draw.
Shitico, man. I can't wait.
My
Two
favorite
of the
Netflix
most
visual was
inconsistent attacks trying to outstink each other. We will be there.
Anyway,
as long
speaking
as
of
Sancho
City,
doesn't
though,
play, you're good.
yeah, we have to talk on Man United now in a second. So let me just
Sancho.
read the super chat quickly.
You
Big up
always
to
talk
Herman.
about
Says, at this rate, Man City's goals conceded will be 115. Hey, the amount of goals they conceding. Okay, that won't even be that mad if they concede 115 goals. Big up to you, Herman, my brother. Big up to you. Wait, Hamza doesn't know it's a 3-horse race, not 2. Yeah, he doesn't count Arsenal in there, even though Arsenal are top of the league. He doesn't count them. Don't know why.
I
don't
do.
think so.
I've never said Arsenal. What have I said?
Hamza,
I
let
said
the crybabies
Whatever,
Arteta Klopp
right.
whine about the referees. Shut up about it. No midfield causing a lot of defensive issues. Walker was poor on Spurs' turn. This guy gave a monologue about Trent Alexander-Arnold only for Kyle Walker to drop an absolute stinker against Brennan Johnson. Have some shame and decorum. Big up to, thank you so much, Calixter. Big up to Emmanuel, who says, what does Emmanuel say? This guy needs more syrup for his waffle. Damn. You damn right he needs some syrup with that waffle because he was waffling. Big up to Road King, my brother, who says the charges Manchester City face has been reduced to 114 after one charge was taken off after stopping Grealish from scoring. You know why I'm not hearing that excuse? It's because number one, they were playing against Royal and Ben Davies. Number two, Jack Grealish is slower than all of them. It's not like Haaland was through on goal. They would have caught up to him anyway. And
No,
Jack
that's so
Grealish
funny.
ain't clinical to begin
That
with.
was Jack
so-
Grealish's first goal in 27 games. So how confident are we that he was going to score
Yeah,
twice
acting
in the
like he
same
was
game?
finished. Come on, man. Hamza's next croissant on me. Big up, brother. Big up to you, Hamza's croissant. Big up to Qusay. Big up to you, my brother. Says every single one of you analyzes their team performance. Hamza's a spoiled plastic fan who moans. Please bring a City fan who understands football. Says Qusay all the way from Palestine as well. Big up to you, my brother. Thanks so much for the super chat, Habib Galbi. Big up to David. Says, "Oi Hamza, get in the bin with their excuses. Your avatar airbender looking like a head fraud. You keep repeating the same thing. Why did City lose? Haaland didn't take his chances. Ederson should have saved it. Gvardiol played like shit. Ake got dunked on. Ruben Diaz played like shit. Rodri dropped a stinker. There's many reasons. You won't hear them from Hamza, but that's why me, Egal, Lewis, and Grigs are here. Exactly why. Big up to you, Davide. Why is my club catching strays left and right? Listen here, menu enthusiast. Your club is going to stop catching strays and they're about to be the main meal. But before we do that, Habibis, let me check our like count because low-key. Whoa, YouTube. Big up. This is your first ever super chat as well, menu enthusiast. YouTube is telling me. And I see the Somali flag. Big up. Somali Batahai. Big up to you, my brother. Hamza, we love you regardless. Yes, 100%. We love Hamza. Hamza is someone we all love. Anyway, Habibs, look, this is you watching us right now. I want you all to hit this X and hit this like button right here. There's 800 people watching us. We want to get to 400 likes. At least meet me at halfway line. Please do slap that like button and subscribe. And now Hamza can breathe. Hamza can chill. Hamza can relax because Manchester United is now the next topic. And, you know, I feel like that club right there, it just gets more pathetic and more embarrassing week in, week out. Yeah, crazy. Big up to you, Onana United. Thank you. And listen, all the super chatters get a shout out at the end. By the way, Christopher saying congrats to Hamza on the Who Knows Ball quiz. We actually got the clip from that quiz quickly before we start with Manchester United. No, not this clip. Wait.
Yeah!
I'm so upset, man.
Look what it means.
Come on. Listen.
That's almost like Kulusevski's celebration at the Etihad. Almost
Listen,
like
I was losing that game 8-3, 8-2 or something. And I did a comeback to destroy that United fraud. You think I'm going to let United fan beat me? No chance.
Fair. If only you could come back against Spurs. But anyway, we're gonna let Egal start for the Man United section. Go on, Egal.
Okay. Eric Ten Hag has lost the dressing room. This is unsavable. Stop comparing him to Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta, it might be the gold standard of managers and keeping them in the job, but at least you have to see that the players are fighting for him and trying to give it their all. That game against Newcastle was an utter disgrace. You guys didn't do nothing. This is a man who got the goalkeeper he wanted, the striker he wanted, the winger he wanted, the midfielders he wanted, and overall is now just not progressing as a team. I'm not seeing any improvement from last season. I'm actually seeing more regression. You tried to change the style of play to play more progressive, and it's not working. He's giving every excuse under the books. And when it comes to overall just speaking about the game, he's being dishonest in the interviews, talking about good performance versus Galatasaray. Let's not be disingenuous now. You drew the game 3-3. You were up. You can say good performance to a certain degree. But I think he's going way over the top. Now, against Newcastle, we knew what was going to happen. Newcastle is a really good side. Defensively, they're really good, and they got their goal. They took it well, and they kept it going. You guys had opportunities, but you didn't capitalize on any of your opportunities. Now, that's enough about the manager. Let's talk about this hologram.
Did they have opportunities? I don't feel like they had opportunities, but fair enough.
I felt like they had 2 opportunities, but they were not clinical. They needed more chance creation in that game. But when it comes to Rashford is somebody who at this point needs to leave Manchester United for 2 reasons. One, he's been there for his whole entire career, and at this point, he's going to need a new start. So you look at Jadon Sancho, same thing. He's going to need to leave that club. Martial still playing in 2023 is ridiculous. We're going to be in 2024. The guy's still going to be playing, trying to fulfill that Ballon d'Or tag. It's never going to work. The overall defense of the team that people are going to say is they have injuries, they have these issues, they have that issue, but they don't look like a team. They don't look like professionals that have worked together, that have been drilled, that have been performing to a certain level at all. They pick up wins against the small teams because they have enough quality to do so, but when they face top teams, they just are unable to do it. Eric Ten Hag against the top half of the table has been a disgrace for well over 2 years now. It's just at home, they're a lot better. Away from home, I thought they were going to start being better, but it just goes to show you, they go away from home to the Emirates, they lose. They go away from home to Newcastle, they lose. I wonder what's going to happen when they go to Anfield or face Liverpool next.
Oh, we know what's going to happen.
Where he gets sacked. And I just seen a report today that the manager has lost the dressing room. So why is he still on the job? If it's a situation where you guys want to salvage the season, you're going to have to get rid of the manager because these players are clearly not playing for him. And number 2, you guys got rid of Ralf Rangnick, a guy who told you guys what you needed to do to actually improve this team. He left or decided to leave or decided to let him leave, and you re-signed all these players like Rashford and everything else. And at this point, I personally think this Manchester United team is just going to continuously stay in limbo until they get somebody at the top of the table, at the top of the club to sort this out. This is not a man management issue anymore. This is just a club management issue. And they have not been managing their club well for well over 4 or 5 years. And all these things that Jose Mourinho has been saying, you can see Ralf Rangnick has been saying, everything that these guys have been
about
saying
heritage
still stands true to this day. You can continuously sack managers, but until you get rid of the raw at your club, which is some of these players' mentalities, because their mentalities are not good enough to keep you guys any good. And I honestly don't care. I want you guys to be shit. But the reality is, these people who are in the club that have the best interest for your club, you don't even listen to them. So you're gonna have to look at your owners. Unfortunately, we're gonna always talk about the Glazers and stuff, but until you guys have a full reset and start absolutely just canceling contracts and pushing people out, it's not going to work. And guess what? The one guy you guys have been wanting to get out for years, Scott McTominay, Harry Maguire, are the only people who are standing up like men in this time when you need help. And it just shows this club. But yeah, I'm done. I bide my time to everybody else.
You can't cook it back. Lewis, go on. The floor is yours.
First off, I just can't believe we're still below these lot in the table because luck is such an unbelievable characteristic, and these guys have them. Egal hit the nail on the head. United, there's no sole problem with Man United. It's just Manchester United. They are all the problem. The players have weak mentalities and always seem to fall out with long-term managers consistently. The ownership don't care about the infrastructure of the club. The manager is a straight fraud and took advantage of the fact that three traditional top four teams all had hideous seasons. Some of the players that should be stepping up for you just look hideous. Marcus Rashford in particular, but we all kind of have already got to that point a few weeks ago. But now I'm feeling like this guy could come back to form and I could still not believe it because it's just such a mentality thing with him. When he's good, everything clicks, everything's brilliant. When he's bad, the guy literally cannot kick a ball to save his life. He's not even trying to do any off-the-ball work or anything like that. He's literally offering you nothing.
Did you see that? He didn't even run back. That's pathetic.
No, it's just casually jogging or just walking. Do you know how much that would vex me if I was sitting in that away end? And that's meant to be the face of Manchester United, the guy that Ten Hag is still backing. It's ridiculous. He's either trying to be sacked or he's genuinely just deluded and frauded his way to a Carabao Cup. And like, it's got to be one or the other. But can't isolate Ten Hag because the players are also a bag of crap. Can't isolate the players because Ten Hag's a bag of crap. They're just all washed. They're all finished. And it's just, how long does it take for Ten Hag to last? Or do you even persist with Ten Hag and just continue the rebuild with him? Regardless, if Ten Hag says it's going to be a very long season for you, but also I think if you sack him, it don't really change anything. What, they're going to wake up under another manager, do well for a year, and then be in the same position? You man need to do the Todd Bowley. Just restart, get rid of everybody, get rid of everything, and just start again. But hopefully you don't do it until Wednesday at least, because we have to win.
Don't be greedy, Lewis. I want Ten Hag at Anfield. Don't be greedy.
Hey, go for it. I'm here for double digits at Anfield. That'll be a hilarious watch along. Go for it. Just
Remember
yeah, you
how
know,
much fun me and you had when we won 7-0. Remember how much fun we had?
bro. That shit's still crazy to me. Every goal, like you man started banging 6 in one half, I think. You man could do 6 in both halves next game.
Yeah.
To this day, by the way, I haven't watched past 4-0 of that game. To this day, I haven't watched past 4-0 of that game.
No problem. You can watch the 6th, 7th, and the 5th.
I promise I'll be in church that day. Don't worry about it, man. I will not be there. I will not be there.
Hey, you know, I have a dream that like, you know, everyone's clinicalness just comes in that game and we just score like 10 goals or something. Just give them an absolute.
Yo, 1 second. Did you guys see the players are trying to get the manager sacked right now? They're revolting against Ten Hag.
And rightfully
Nice.
so.
Revolt on Wednesday. Revolt on Wednesday, my friends, please.
Big up to Chelsea fan for the empty super chat. Big up to you, my brother. Thank you. But anyway, speaking of revolting on Ten Hag, rightfully so. They should be revolting on Ten Hag. You know why? Because this guy is the biggest myth of a manager. And when the likes of myself and Egal and others last season, because I remember Egal vividly having this conversation about style of play, about playing a certain way. And you know, they didn't want to listen. Ten Hag has essentially just made last season pointless. The entirety of last season just means not a fucking thing now. Because of him, suddenly decided to revert on everything he said. So he came in last season, played offensive football for like 2-3 games, and then he got dominated, and then he lost those games, and then he decided to panic. And when he panicked, he just went back to you know, the same fossil football, big up expressions, that's what he calls it, fossil football, that you know, people played in like the 30s and the 40s and shit. And he got a couple of results because Rashford was running up the counter-attack. United never looked convincing to begin with. We told them about style of play, they didn't want to listen. We told them about Mason Mount, they didn't want to listen. It's the same fan base that called Onana the best goalkeeper in the world when the transfer was made. It was the same fan base that said Højlund is better than Nunez, even though he has less goals than Endo in the Premier League. It's the same fan base that compared Rashford to Mbappe. It's the same fan base that said Harry Maguire is better than Virgil van Dijk in the COVID season. These are the things that's why I'll never forgive this fan base. I'll never forgive the fan base. I'll never feel bad for Manchester United. Feel bad for what? I'm not going to feel bad for shit. I hope they get liquidated and destroyed. Bruno Fernandes is the one player in this league I hate the most. Listen, I'm not saying violence is okay. Violence is never the answer. But if a player ever punches Bruno in the face, I'm buying his shirt. I'm framing it and I'm putting it right behind me, right here. Whoever he plays for, just punch him in the face. I cannot stand them. I genuinely cannot stand them. And this is what Man United deserve. Man United fans asked for the manager to get given power. Ten Hag is the most powerful manager in terms of power since Alex Ferguson. And look how fucking shit's been. All he does is the friends and family project. Onana, Ajax goalkeeper. Lissandro, Ajax centre back. Hoyland, players like that. Amrabat. It's either like players who speak Dutch or are Dutch or played in the Dutch league. And you know what's crazy? Binder, the substitute goalkeeper from Turkey they bought. I went and done my research. Ten Hag actually wanted him when he was at Ajax. He's fully doing the friends and family project at Manchester United. And this will keep getting worse. And Manchester United will just start the same cycle again. New manager is going to come in, whoever the hell it is. He's going to have a good 1 year. And then the Man United fans will start yapping and yapping and yapping again. And then the year after, he's going to drop off again. And they're going to be in the bis again. And they're going to be crap again. And they're going to be shit again. He said about Marcus Rashford, I'm going to play him regardless. Who the fuck do you think Marcus Rashford is? You know who's a play him regardless player? KDB, I play him regardless. Mo Salah, I play him regardless. Kylian Mbappe, I play him regardless. Rashford is not a play him regardless player. He's not even tracking back. This is the epitome of the sewage that Manchester United have arrived in, and it will only continue to get worse. Simple as. And speaking of getting worse, it's about to get real bad for you, Grigsy. Hamza, Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0.
Yeah. Listen, these guys, they're biggest frauds in this country. I've always said to you that this heritage thing means nothing. This 20 times about winning league titles, how many years have you lied to us? Like every game now, people mocked you. We don't care about you anymore. We don't care about you. No one respects you. No one rates you. In Europe, you're not rated. You're bottom of your group. In the Champions League with Copenhagen and Galatasaray, you have no shame to show your face. Still, you come there hosting watch-alongs and watching your club. What pathetic football club? I'll tell you that straight away. Yeah, Newcastle showed you levels. They had 13 players out. 13 are not playing. This is Newcastle nearly second team. Like, if you look at the Newcastle team,
That's a lie.
the backline of Newcastle, yeah. I'll tell you the Newcastle team that would have played. Yeah. Sandro Tonali wasn't playing. The centre backs wasn't playing. They don't have what's the name? Lacazette and Fabian Shaw and Liverpool. Trippier, yes. But Liverpool, Lacazette is who's that centre back that they bought from Lille? Is an amazing centre back. Botman plays. Who's the other partners in?
Shar, who played?
Okay, Shaw played. Fair enough. Who plays left back for them? Other than Liverpool? Dan Burn. Okay, they were missing. Who plays for them in midfield? Sandro Tonali wasn't there.
Yeah, Tonali wasn't there. Bruno G and Joe Linton with
sometimes they play
Miley, random guy called Miley.
Man, oh man. They talked about this Kobe Mino, and I said, okay, I don't judge this Kobe Mino guy, but let's see whether him versus Miley. Who won that?
Sorry, Hamza, just before you go, you know what they were saying on the football terrace? He's a freak of nature. They called Mino a freak of nature.
They were like, listen, apparently he's the next big thing, a generational talent footballer. You have to look after him. Man, listen, you're a fraud. You've had Makeda as a generational talent. It didn't exist anything. You remember when Makeda scored that banging goal? Yeah, you thought it was a generational talent.
I remember.
Ferguson told us the best talent in Man United history was that guy. Who's that player? He wrote in his book. What a fraud. He said he was the best talent to have come from Old Trafford. And
is it Ravel Morrison?
Ravel Morrison. These guys are frauds.
Don't forget Januzaj. Don't forget Januzaj.
Kobe Mino, Miley showed Kobe Mino how to play football. Man, I saw Miley was balling. And Newcastle were not raving him. You not here.
You know, Mino had 0 tackles, Hamza. 0 tackles.
Newcastle are not raving about Miley. They say he's just a young boy. You guys are also obsessed. Rashford has signed a contract for 4 or 5 years There's 450,000 a week. What does he do? Nothing. Martial, they've been on this Martial hype for how many years? 8 years since he was Van Gaal there. What has he done? Nothing. Yeah, they don't trust Højlund.
It's about to be 9 years soon. It's gonna be 9
Yeah.
years in 2024.
9 years. For some, Højlund couldn't start. Why? Because he hasn't scored in 9 games. Why didn't Højlund start?
Endo has more
Højlund
goals.
is that
Wallahi,
good.
Endo has more goals.
Endo
Wallahi.
has more goals than Højlund. What a shame.
Enzo has more
Enzo
goals.
Fernandez has more goals than him. Kai Havertz has more goals than him. What a shame. Kai Havertz has more goals than him.
Scott
Yeah.
McTominay has more
The
goals.
guy
than
who
him.
does. He does this. Get out. How can the guy that does that get away? Scored more goals than him. It's so shameful. And he cost 85 million pounds. 85 million. And then you got Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. All he does is dive. Sam, why does he dive?
I hate
And
him.
complain to
Actually hate
referee.
him.
Bro,
He
it's
moans
irritating.
all the time. All the time he moans.
Bro, it's irritating. And then the best player is Maguire. It's a fact. Maguire is Man United's best player. Manchester United best player is Harry Maguire. And,
What a
and
redemption
Greasy
arc.
has to
Love
accept
to
it.
see it.
Greasy, I want you to utter those words. Your best player so far in that pitch and the last couple was Harry Maguire. Yes or
Guys, W's for Maguire in the
No.
chat.
W
That's
is
a
for
redemption
Maguire.
story.
no? Yeah, Greasy. Is
No,
Maguire your
that's
best player? Yes or no?
He was not the best player on the pitch on Saturday.
No. Has he
Who was
been your
the
best
best
player in the
player then?
last
Who?
couple
I
games?
thought
Who
Luke
was
Shaw
the-
was the best player on Saturday.
Oh my
Luke
God.
Shaw.
Yeah,
What
of
the
course.
fuck are you watching?
On Saturday, he was our best
What
player.
game were you watching?
He played center back. He wasn't
No, he
playing left
wasn't.
back. Bro, I
What-
promise
what
you,
are
Luke Shaw
you-
was our best player on
Are
Saturday.
you serious? Maguire was your best player.
No, he was not.
See, where did they get this delusion? He was attacking. He was telling Onana. When Onana made a mistake, he told Onana, calm
Bro,
down.
you think I'm
don't
going to
worry."
judge Harry Maguire because he played striker for the last 10 minutes of the game? Absolutely not, man.
Harry Maguire was your best player. Ask everyone here. Listen, Harry Maguire to me, he was balling out. And I'm looking here. Look, wallahi, I got it in ratings. Harry Maguire's got 4.4. Luke Shaw's got 3.4.
Bro, I don't care,
Harry
bro.
Maguire's the
Bro, I saw
Harry
football
Maguire's
give
the best
Marcus
player.
Rashford an 8.5 against Everton, bro. I don't care about what football.
check someone find out the ratings. Yeah, the true ratings. Harry Maguire's the best player, whether you like it or not, and he's your best player this
He was,
season.
he was the second best player, in my opinion. He was top two. Him and Shaw, whatever we
So
want
the
to say.
players that you've been calling out, McTominay and Maguire, are the guys that are the most reliable. Yeah, Greasy, it's not. I know you're huffing and puffing. You have to agree. The players you've been calling out, McTominay and Maguire, are your best players. They've been the most reliable players, and it's time to apologize. Sometimes you make mistakes, and you as a United fan, you should say, "Yo, I hold my hand up. I wanted. Did you want Maguire out?
Yeah, I still do.
You still want Maguire out?
Of course.
So
Do you really think Luke Shaw's world class, Grigsy?
I think the left back position is the worst position in football. I don't think there's really, if you want to, I guess you could say top 5 in the positions for me is world class. I don't think there's really a true world class left back, but I think Luke Shaw's top 5 in his position.
Luke Shaw's world class.
I think he has world class ability. Yes.
Nah, world
Football
class.
is finished.
No, you can't do that, man. When I said the only world class player in my football club last season, this time was Kevin De Bruyne. The rest I didn't know even give
That's
him.
bro. Then you're lying because you have like 5-6 world class players, bro. That's such trash.
Now I could give them, but you can't use the word world class on Luke Shaw. No chance. He's not low.
So you didn't think Ruben Diaz was world class for last year?
No, this time no. 100% no chance. No chance.
That's
no
true.
chance.
By the way, if you guys want to go based on his definition of world class, he's not wrong.
Yeah, but here's
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
You know, I used to share the same definition, which is
Oh
top
my
5,
days, man. People
top
have
5
to.
players in the world. But you know
Yeah, it's not
sometimes
that.
certain positions are so shit. Okay, so using his definition, then also Robertson's world class. I don't
I
believe
think
Robertson.
Robertson. I mean, I don't. Maybe not anymore.
I think you could have easily made the case that Robertson was one of the world class left.
Yeah,
backs.
but but we're talking about right now. I'll be honest with you. Certain positions just don't have that much talent to begin with.
No, that's
Midfield,
Let
Let me give you an example. Midfield, you could probably name 5 world class easily. Center back, probably the same. Goalkeeper, you could say, even goalkeeper, for example, Alisson, Courtois, Ederson. After that, you'll struggle to name someone on their level. So that's why we cannot throw the word around like that. So just because Luke Shaw is a top 5 left back because the left backs around the world are fucking shit doesn't mean that he's world class.
Let me ask him.
Yeah, but anyway, let Hamza go on. Let Hamza go on.
So in terms of like Robertson's, Alfonso, is he better than Alfonso Davies?
I don't rate Davies, so yeah, I don't rate Davies personally.
So you think Luke Shaw is better than Alfonso Davies?
I think he's a better footballer than
Bro,
Davies.
I
yeah.
think Luke
Oh
Shaw's
my
the
days.
out of all players that you're gonna pick on, why are you picking Luke Shaw? Allow it, bro.
How can? Oh my
Bro,
god!
I personally, bro, I have tape. I don't rate Alfonso Davies. I'm not gonna lie. I personally don't rate Alfonso Davies.
Alfonso Davies is the best left back.
I
in
don't
the
think
world.
Alfonso Davies is the best
No,
left back in the
he's not.
world.
Alfonso Davies right
Alfonso
now.
Davies
No,
is
no,
a
no,
right
one
winger.
second. If we made the world
He's a left
11,
back.
if we made the world 11 based on this
He's not
season,
right winger.
Alfonso
Wait, what
Davies,
did you give him the right winger?
Alfonso
Alfonso
Davies,
Davies is left.
Alfonso Davies is a left winger for Canada, bro. The man,
No,
the man.
left back. He's a left back for
Yeah, but
Bayern
we're not
Munich.
talking for Canada, bro. Mo Salah plays 10 for Egypt. We don't
Bro,
care.
I
We're
personally
saying
He's
don't
a left back
think,
for Germany.
I personally don't think he's the best left back. Well, yo, if you ask me, like, I think Nuno Mendes is a better left back than Alfonso Davies, for example. I'd put him over Luke Shaw.
the two best left backs in the world right now are Grimaldo and Alfonso Davies.
He's not even a left back, bro.
And
Grimaldo's a
Zinchenko.
left winger, bro. Look at where
And
he's playing.
Cucurella.
Bro, Grimaldo is not a left back,
Hernandez.
bro. Look where he's playing,
There you
bro.
are.
And Levi Colwell,
Paul
right?
Lewis Cucurella's had better performance
Yeah,
Yeah,
than right back.
Alejandro
Levi Colwell
Bardi.
as well. Remember that system with Drick against Fulham?
Bro, I'm telling you now. Even
Bro, like
Estupiñán.
Destiny Udogie,
Estupiñán is better than
like for
that.
example, Udogie, I have closer to the world class now because I think he could be better than Luke Shaw at the end of the season. I think Udogie's class, but bro, Alfonso Davies, I
You know,
haven't rated
Loki,
him.
now I think about it, even using his definition, it's wrong because Udogie's better this
He's
season.
not. Okay, Luke Shaw is very-
Stupinian is better.
Stupinian's been out for
better.
3 months, bro.
Estupiñán is
Guardiola's better.
Stupinian has not been better.
Robert is better. Davies is better.
Bro, that's
I
not
can't-
true.
Grimaldo's better. DiMarco is better.
I'm not gonna lie, you guys are forcing
Hernandez
this
brother.
conversation.
Bro, Luke Shaw
He
has
is
only
good.
played like 4 games this
Random?
season. He
Random
has not played
was
enough games this season.
honestly,
He's
Going
not
off-
fit.
If we're
Egal,
going off
honestly,
based off
Random
last
was
season,
Egal, don't
bro,
try.
if we're going based off
You
last
have-
season, going into this
Egal,
season, they were not
you
Bro,
have
fighting.
you
Hernandez
have
back
so
in
many
the
guys
power.
you can cook on Manchester United. Wallahi, why are you trying to cook the one guy who's actually showing
Bro,
up?
and by the way, anyone in the comments saying Tsimikas is the biggest liar of all time because I watched Tsimikas his whole career since
You're
Olympiacos
Greek.
days.
You turning on your own people to
Of
big
course,
up
bro.
Shaw.
Of course, bro. I would trade
Have some
Tsimikas for
shame.
Luke Shaw every single
Have
day.
some shame. You're
I've
turning on
watched
your own
Tsimikas.
people.
I've watched Tsimikas since Olympiacos
Tsimikas
days.
is the Greece captain. Apologize publicly to the Greek
Tsimikas
That's
people.
is
the
the
Greek
only
captain.
thing he
Whoa, he's not
did
even the
this
Greek
year.
captain. That's Bakasetas, who plays for Trabzonspor. Do not even
Oh,
joke with
Sam,
that.
you lied to us, yeah?
Do not lie to me,
Sam,
bro.
you lied
I
to
know
me
who my
for
captain
that.
is.
No,
Do
no,
not
sometimes
Tsimikas.
he's captain when the other guy's
Sam.
missing. He's the captain.
Bakasetas is my captain.
Brother, ask Grigs. Grigs, when the other guy is missing, Tsimikas is the captain, right?
Yes,
Don't
he's
lie.
the vice captain. He's the vice captain.
Hold that, Hamza. I don't lie. Anyway, so Grigs,
I can go now.
forget Luke Shaw. Talk to me about your club.
You know what? I have a graph that I want to pull up if you guys can see. This was our heat map on Saturday. Marcus Rashford was the deepest player from the front 6. Kobe Minu was playing ahead of him. Scott McTominay, number 39.
So sorry, just bring it centered, more centered, so
There
we
you
can
go.
see it. What heat map is this?
That's from Saturday. That's the positional map from the first minute to the 62nd minute when our starting 11 all play together.
Yo, where's the midfield?
There is no midfield. That's where I'm getting to my point. Eric Ten Hag. I tweeted this out.
No central passing whatsoever.
I tweeted this on Saturday. I got like 10K likes on Twitter. I said, for a manager that's known for possession-based principles, some Ajax, total football, Cruyff, all that BS that they say in the Netherlands, this guy, I've never seen a manager have such disregard for any sense of control. I'm not asking for tiki-taka Barcelona. Bro, I'm asking for maybe a little bit, like 5 minutes possession, take this thing out of a game. There were about 3 minutes in that game that I could count where we had the ball, which was about the fifth minute to like the 8th minute when Garnacho got his shot off and Kobe Manu was like playing on the left wing for a little bit, put a couple crosses in. Other than that, Newcastle dominates the whole game. There was a point where I started watching TikTok, and the moment I raised my head, Newcastle had a shot on target every single time. They had like 16 shots in the first half. So for me, I'm to Eric Ten Hag. I said that, bro. I've gotten to the point where there's no coming back with him. I give up. He just needs to go for the sake of my sanity.
Who would you hire?
No one right now. Wait till the new ownership comes in and then let them figure it out. Just hire an interim. I don't care if it's freaking Mike Phelan coming back from retirement. I don't care if we bring back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer from wherever he is in Norway. Just bring me an interim manager for the time being. Whether
Did
it's
man just say bring back Oli?
Bro, at least the vibes will be decent for like a couple weeks. So interim Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Remember 2018? That was a good time. That was maybe the last time I joined my football club. But bring Michael Carrick from Middlesbrough as interim manager. He did a good job after Ole got fired. Those 3 games that he got a result against Arsenal, beat Villarreal, drew against Chelsea.
He has a job, by the way.
I know he has a job. Just ask him. I'm sure as a United legend, he might help us out.
So just for the record, did everyone miss the part where he said he misses Oli?
No, I didn't say I miss Ole. I said, bring back Ole as interim. I never said permanent manager.
Guys, how are you skipping past the part he just said bring back Ole? Is this
Bro,
like,
I
is
don't
it
care,
just
bro.
bring-
I generally don't even care anymore who the interim. Bro, hire Staffy as interim. Hire me as interim, bro. I don't care who the interim manager of Man United is.
I'll
gonna
take
be.
the job.
Give it Grigs till the end of the season.
Give it to me, man. I don't care. But with Eric Ten Hag, bro,
I'll take the job.
it's a disgrace. I'll go player by player. Harry Maguire
I'm
has been decent this
sabotage.
year. I'll serve. But Scott McTominay, don't ever try to gaslight me about
You
Scott
tell us,
McTominay in
Hamza.
your life. Don't ever try to gaslight me about Scott McTominay. He's the definition of a fake footballer. This guy's meant to be a midfielder, and he's playing false right mid. He's higher up the pitch than the guy that scored 30 goals for me last season. What are the tactics by Eric Ten Hag? I could find a preschooler that has better tactics than that.
Respect him. He's won more matches for you guys.
Bro,
than
I don't.
majority
Bro,
of-
that was honestly those 2 goals against Brentford. Those were the worst things to happen to my football club this season. Those 2
I
goals against
celebrated
Brentford.
because I need Ten Hag at Anfield.
Bro, those were the 2 worst goals to happen because that made Scott McTominay a permanent starter and made Ten Hag change his whole philosophy.
Yeah,
as a
yeah, I'll
football
take the
manager.
job. I'll
Bro,
take the job.
We're playing Scott McTominay. Yo,
Lewis, relax.
I'm a
we
good
need him at
manager.
Anfield.
bro, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer
Leave him
had
at
Paul Pogba
Anfield.
and Bruno
Let
Fernandes.
him cook.
Bro, Ole Gunnar
Yeah,
Solskjaer
we
had
need him
Bruno
at Anfield,
Fernandes.
bro.
Bruno Fernandes.
Look at
and
this
Paul
greedy
Pogba.
guy trying to take Ten Hag away from me. Bro, come to
Bro,
Anfield, Habib.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba at his football club. Bruno Fernandes back then at least was considered a good 8. Maybe rival fans don't consider him, but for most of world football, he was a good 8. He had good production. Paul Pogba, we all know what he could do. Those were 2 advanced midfielders that we could have used. Ole never even played them that high. He at least respected what a midfield is. This guy has no respect for midfield. I'm seeing Kobe Manu playing as a 6, and he's higher up the pitch. Why is there? The kid is suffering out there. Lewis Miley might have been better than him on Saturday because Lewis Miley was playing in a functional system. He was playing in a team that respects the
Yeah, but
football.
Kobe Mino had 0 tackles. You can't excuse that.
Because he was just chasing saddles because we have no pressing structure. I can set up a better pressing structure than that. You got Luke Shaw telling Dallo where to go so he could pass to him because Dallo has no idea where he was. Wan-Bissaka was not in the right position because he was behind the opposing
Thank
winger
you, Flame.
in the
Tell
press.
Lewis.
Well, don't protect that Ten Hag at all costs, man.
By the way,
Fair enough.
Tired
Fair
of this
enough.
shit.
Lewis,
By the
don't be
way,
greedy, man.
It's so
I'm
bad.
just gonna say
If
this.
I'm managing, you're winning 30-0.
And Marcus Rashford.
I might get cooked for this, but I think you have some good players in your team. It's just,
I think we do have some good players in mind.
it's just when it comes to what they don't all fit. You have some players that are good in counter-attacking football. You have some players that are good in defensive low block, like terrorist football. But I don't see anyone in your team that can actually play like our style of football.
And Egal, you know who said that?
or Man
Me
City.
during the summer.
I think, honestly,
Remember when I said
when
Mount
I
and
look at it-
Onana? Mount and Onana signing together doesn't make sense because Mount, you sign him to play counter-attack football, and Onana, you sign him to play ball-playing football. So which is it?
Facts.
I know. I think when we signed Mason Mount, I thought it was gonna be like I saw the way I saw in the preseason games Arsenal. That was probably the last time I actually rated Ten Hag as a manager. That was the last time I saw any sort of tactics because I saw Mount in the connector phase where he was linking the play between Mainu to Bruno. He was playing in the second phase comfortably. Ever since then, our second number 8 is higher up the pitch than our striker. In terms of rating who our players is, I wanted new fullbacks for like the last 4 years of my life. I think to have a proficient system, an efficient system in 2023, you need to have good fullbacks. Good fullbacks that know how to win duels. Dallo doesn't know how to win a duel.
Why you know that? If
Yeah, one second. I need to know one thing. Give me the case that your United fan base says on why the manager should be still in charge.
It's hopium at this point. You just hope that somehow he gets.
No, but
slapped
you
upside
must
down
have
the head.
heard. You must have heard an argument. No.
No, they blame the players, bro. It's as simple as this. They say it's the same crop of players that have had like 6 managers sacked now. So why trust the players again and sack another
it's
manager?
probably the cycle over and over
But
again.
the thing for me is though, you can't really say that because the guy has spent 400 mil. He benches his own signings. Amrabat was on the bench on Saturday. That's his signing. Hoyland was on the bench on Saturday. That's his signing. Reguilon, whether it's an emergency signing or not, that's his signing. Casemiro, you've pretty much even if he was free, he probably wouldn't start because you benched him a couple months ago saying you wanted more football, which for me makes no sense. So you bench Rafael Varane, right, for tactical reasons to play more out the back. Yeah, you can't play out the back. So why even bench him? If you're not even gonna play out the back, at least just keep him in and just I'd rather just play like Stoke 2008, low block settings and just counter up the pitch. At least that's a well-functioning system. Instead, I'm not even seeing a system. I'm not even seeing football. I don't know what I'm seeing out there. I'm just seeing 11 players that look like they just learned how to play football for the first time, like they're 5-year-old kids, and their dad forced them to go learn how to play football. That's what it looks like to me. Bro, it's just so bad. Martial is getting criticized. I feel bad for him in a sense because he doesn't even probably doesn't want to be here. The club have forced him to stay here because they can't sell him because they gave him 300K wages. He knows that he wanted to leave a couple years ago. He asked to go to Sevilla. So the dude doesn't want to be here. They just can't sell him. So they blame him. Bro, he's our backup striker. Why are you blaming our backup striker? I love Højlund. If you gave me like a list of 5 Man United players I would keep, Højlund is one of them. But the fact is, he hasn't scored a Premier League goal yet. And I can't excuse that. I gave him the pass for the first 7 games. I'm like, the team's not creating enough for you. But when I'm seeing Nicholas Jackson score a hat-trick at Spurs, when I'm seeing Enzo Fernandez score a goal, when I'm seeing Wataru Endo, even though I rate him, score a goal, I'm seeing Scott McTominay be able to finish, bro.
Don't forget Havertz.
Raphael Varane has even scored a goal this year. Victor Lindelof has even scored a goal this year. Yeah, you can't just give me one. I'm not even asking for 5. I'm asking for 1 goal. Marcus Rashford, I love Marcus Rashford. But bro, I'm not going to question his character. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to question what I see on the pitch. And for me, I would blame the coach for some of it because the coach just shoved him at right wing to fit in Garnacho. I get that. Bro, but I'm not even asking for like tracking back like Martinelli. I'm just asking for you to look like you're trying. But he's just walking around the pitch. His body language the last month has been atrocious. Bro, you take him out and bring in any kid from the under 15s, and they would give more effort than that. It's absolutely embarrassing. Who else was on that pitch on Saturday? I've already kicked my time. Maguire and Shaw, good, bro. They saved the game for being like 6-0. I'm not even gonna lie. They defended well. Props to Harry Maguire. Congratulations.
Did you see the XG? Newcastle had 3 XG.
Bro, I would have predicted that, bro. I would have said, bro, we've conceded 106 shots in the last 6 games, bro. And United fans had the audacity on Wednesday to cook me after the game when I said, okay, maybe today wasn't Ten Hag's fault because Onana had the worst goalkeeper performance of all time. But you cannot tell me that this defensive structure is not working when we concede almost 20 shots a game to every single team that we come up against. That's not sustainable. A team will cook you. And Newcastle should have cooked us even more. But maybe they felt some mercy on us. I don't know why they felt mercy, but they felt mercy. And, bro, we didn't have a shot on target from the 5th minute to the 85th minute. We did not have a single shot on target.
That's crazy.
I had to wait for Anthony, of all people, to give me a shot on target, a player that I would sell in a heartbeat. So for me, bro, it's Ten Hag just has to go for maybe his benefit because I know some people said, I know Hussein said, Man United fans asked for manager giving that power. I didn't personally ask for that. I said it last year. I said this club gave Ten Hag too much power, and they're gonna regret it soon enough because a manager should never have that much power. If Pep Guardiola does not have that much power, and he's one of the greatest managers of all time, the greatest coach of all time. If Jurgen Klopp, who has proven to be a world-class manager, is not giving that much power. Even Mikel Arteta doesn't truly have that much power at Arsenal, and he has probably the second most power out of every manager in the Premier League. He get a lot to say, but you basically let him run a Dutch fraud agency in my football club. This guy is getting deals for his friends, bro. This guy's sending our youth players to FC Twente, getting deals over there.
You didn't need to put that,
bro. I don't understand why they did that, bro. He literally runs a Dutch agency fraudulence in my football club. Zidane Iqbal got sold to FC Utrecht for $1 million. Bro, I don't think Zidane Iqbal had even heard of FC Utrecht in his life. The dude just wanted to go to the championship to prove himself. But you blocked that deal. When Donald Mallon, the Dortmund dude, signed with Ten Hag's agency last week, I yelled the Michael Scott gif of no. Oh God, no. Bro, any guy that's on Ten Hag's agency, I'm scared they're gonna come to me. Any Dutch player that gets free agency.
Daniel Mallon is so overrated and
bro.
tragic.
I'm scared they're gonna come to my football club, bro. I'm just.
If you sign Daniel Mallon, he's actually gonna flop at your club.
Bro, might as well change our pits to orange, bro. We're gonna be the Netherlands soon. Like Lisandro Martinez is the only player I've respected that he signed.
The Netherlands are bottle jobs as well, so that's a bad thing.
I told you, bro. It's so bad, bro. I'm so tired, and you know what? Maybe he just has to get fired from me. The dressing room thing, I don't care about. I'm not even gonna lie, bro, because I know what the media is like. I've seen the articles every single time, bro. United lose a game. It's like the LeBron pull-up jumper. Every single time it's cash money. They drop the same articles. He's lost the dressing room. Yada, yada, yada. Jadon Sancho might come back. He's waiting for Ten Hag to get something. I don't give a shit about Jadon Sancho. I'm not even going to lie, bro. The dude just showed up to training like every single week. Matic told us that United players picked up $75,000 in fines in the 21-22 season because they were late. $75,000 worth of fines. How are you late that many times as a professional? It is the base requirement of you to just be early to your job. No one's asking you to do like 800 push-ups in training. Just show up on time, bro. You have a fancy car. You have transportation. I'm sure England have transportation. They have trains, right? They work. Just pull up, just show up to your job, man. That's the base requirement. So these. But
did you want Ten Hag before?
I did. He was my number one choice for manager.
When did you turn against Ten Hag?
I think it was definitely this season. I don't remember what game it was. My doubts.
Galatasaray at home, probably.
It might
That's
have been
what I
Galatasaray at home. My doubts started last year when he lost 7-0 at Anfield. I can't even lie. I know he had the good first season, bro. But when you lose 7-0 at Anfield, right away it kicked into me. I'm like, bro, because you know why that game pissed me off? Because he didn't set up shop at 4-0. Bro, when it's 4-0, you set up shop and you just hit and you hold your L and you firm it. Instead, you let it get to 7-0. But I'm like, okay, it happened.
Have you ever heard my celebration when we scored the 7th goal?
No, I haven't, bro. I don't.
You never heard that?
No.
You've never seen me drink some 7-Up? Have you never seen me smoke a cigar?
I've heard the
on
7-Up
your
joke 100
front
times, but I haven't seen. But bro, I think with Ten Hag, it's just so bad. And bro, I think Everton was the first time this season that we won by more than 1 goal in a game. That's just embarrassing. Bro, when you get given 400 mil, I expect results. And this season, I have said that last year we overachieved to our detriment because it set up an unrealistic set of expectations for this season. And now, maybe that's on me for being more optimistic. But it's just the season's gotten worse. I'm not seeing a solid play. If he was playing his football right and we were losing, I would have affirmed. I'm like, okay, at least like I'm seeing. I think was it Ange after the Chelsea game where he said, no matter what the situation is, I will play my football. I said, for me, that's what Man United fans want from Ten Hag, and I got cooked from. I'm like, this exemplifies what Man United fans want. Yet they told me, no. Why would Ten Hag is better than Ange? Ten Hag would never be that naive. Yo, guess what? Ange put up to the Etihad and got a result with Ben Davies and Emerson Royal at center back.
Seven up. Coca-Cola.
That couldn't be my football team.
Red Bull. Prime. What?
That was the best day ever, man. Big up to you, Grigsy.
Terrible.
Can't lie to you, Grigsy. The one thing I will give you is, unlike the fraud next to you, you actually did blame your own.
Oh, by the way,
team,
one last thing. The worst thing about that,
Yeah.
when I saw David De Gea post a freezing cold GIF on Twitter after the game, even though I know that was about his company, his gaming company, my head was hot on that day. David De Gea trolling me after what I said last season. That's embarrassing, bro. Ten Hag has to get sacked just for that, just for having De Gea troll me after the match, bro. It has to get sacked. That's a sackable.
Fair. Anyway, final segment. We're just gonna talk about the 3 winning teams. Big up to Sahil who says, "How can you pick Shaw every time? Because when man is made of glass, see his injury record. He does have a bad injury record, low key." Big up to Pratik who says Benitez for Man United. Yo, you're such an asshole, Pratik. Man said, that's his first super chat on YouTube as well. Man said Benitez. I'm talking about facts. I don't think Benitez would do it, but he definitely make them better. To be fair, big up Pratik. Big up DJ Brains who says Conte plus money can save Man United. A Conte 2023. Come on, man. Join
Big
us.
up
Join
Antonio.
us.
My God.
Yeah,
Big up
but
Antonio.
Lewis, you got the real Antonio. They're gonna get this version of Antonio, which is just, I think you know what it is. I think
Agent Antonio, I'm here for it.
I think the Tottenham experience gave him like PTSD. I'm being real with you. Big up to Gully's side who says, who would be Ten Hag's replacement? I'll be honest with you. Grigsy is gonna be on YouTube 2 years from now, inshallah, happy, safe, and healthy. But he's gonna just be having a new rant about whoever the fuck they hire as manager. Simple as. Big up to Hamoud, who's an Arsenal fan, who says top of the league, let's go. And then the same Arsenal fan says the most Reece James has done is get himself compared to Trent. Trent is clear of that obese fraud. Damn, Hamoud, there's no need to cuss Reece James like that. You get me. We're clear anyway. But
injuries has made you forget about Reece James's brilliance, but we'll save it for when he's back.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, guys, we're just gonna do final segment. We're gonna talk about all 3 winners at the same time. So we're gonna let myself talk about Liverpool, and then Egal is gonna talk about Arsenal, and then Lewis is gonna talk about Chelsea. Maybe he wants to open up that Enzo can of worms. So I'll just say this quickly on Liverpool, just so we can, respect the audience that want to watch us. And of course, Hamza and Grigsy, feel free to chime in whenever you want about the 3 winning clubs this week that you both are not a part of. First of all, Liverpool Football Club yesterday, if you watch that performance, just like I said about Arsenal, I don't think the result fully reflects what happened in the game. We kind of low-key gave Fulham the goals when Kelleher was just trying his best to concede. He was literally put one of them in his own net. First one should have saved. The third one, his positioning was so out of place. It was just absolutely mental. Kyle Walker is no longer now that Trent is back at his level. I'm just go ahead and say it. Big up Troops who said it yesterday. Trent is the best right back in the world. Simple as. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best right back in the world. Be quiet. Be quiet. You're a loser. I'm speaking first because I won. Be quiet. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best right
What
back
joke.
in the world,
Really?
ladies and
What a
gentlemen.
joke, Malan.
Kyle Walker got
What a
cooked by
joke.
Mitoma. Reece James is not available enough. Trippier, Newcastle fans are telling you is having a bad season. You know, so let's not even go there. You know, I don't even think PSG were top of the league for most of the year. Trent Alexander-Arnold, my right back, out of 14 games he played this season, only had 2 bad games. The rest of the games he just been running the show. That's my right back right there. Absolute screamer. I always say this and I'll say it again. If
Best
Trent
right back in
Alexander-Arnold-
Europa League.
Hamza, don't interrupt. I won my game. When you win your game, you speak first. Simple as. Trent Alexander-Arnold, you get me. If he were, I always say this, if his name was Trentinho and he was Brazilian, if we all remove our bias and hate, he would be the first name on the team sheet. And the reality is, this is modern football, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just spit facts right here, right now. If I line up 100 managers right now and ask them, do you want a forward-thinking fullback or a defensive fullback? 95% are choosing forward-thinking fullback because this is just modern football. We don't remember Dani Alves for his tackles. We don't remember Marcelo for his interceptions. We don't remember all these great Roberto Carlos for his, you know, for his how many times he locked up a defender. Like everyone just acts like we didn't see Marcelo get cooked a lot. We didn't see Dani Alves get cooked. Like we didn't see all these guys get cooked. Yeah, but we remember them for their impact across the other side of the pitch, and that's just how modern football works. So if you don't like it, cry more. Alexis McAllister, Mac 10, absolute banger of a goal. Even Endo now has more goals than Hoyland, which is embarrassing, you know, for Manchester United fans, but they can hold that respectfully. And look, Liverpool slowly but surely climbing up the table, doing what we have to do, flying under the radar. And like I said at the start of the season, I'm going to say it again. This season, the Premier League winner will either be Arsenal or Liverpool. It will not be Manchester City. Anyway, go ahead, Egal. Talk to me about Arsenal Wolves.
Unlike certain people, I can beat Wolves. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. First things first. Bukayo Saka scores his goal. We have to start having a conversation about Bukayo Saka because this calendar year, the kind of GA he's putting up, he needs to be starting to be spoke about as one of the best right wingers or just attackers in the league. Because he's one of the young players in this league that are absolutely producing week in, week out, showing up for his team. And a certain man shamelessly said Bukayo Saka doesn't show up. Guess what? He's showing up when we need him. He's scoring those goals. And then we also had a guy on this panel constantly say, "Where's Odegaard? Where's Odegaard?" Guess what, bro? Odegaard was there. Captain was back, putting in a massive performance. He was robbed of 2 assists from Trossard, shooting straight at the keeper, almost falling over, and Eddie Nketiah missing his chance. Martinelli, defensive shift, but he could have scored a goal. To sum up the game, guys, in the first half, we could have been 6-0 up, but we ended the game 2-1 because of a Zinchenko error that led to a goal. And
even Nketiah had a one-on-one, should have scored that as well.
I did mention that. I just mentioned that. And we also had a situation where Jesus, amazing first half. He linked up the play. He did amazing linking up the play, contributed to the 2 goals by being the pre-assist. But then back post, misses a goal. Then another chance from a header that goes down to him over the bar. So it's like we want perfection in football, but the small margin difference between a 6-0 victory and a 2-1 victory was that small. Like we hit the bar twice. We had a player trip over, threw on goal. It was just a situation where we want perfection, but guess what? We're up 2-0. It was comfy. Started off the game as quick as we've ever started. By the 16th minute mark, you guys probably all... Sorry, my friend called me. By the 16-minute mark, you probably all turned off the TV. But yeah, man, it was a beautiful sight, and I'm happy. Arsenal's top of the table once again. We went 4 points clear. Liverpool obviously won to peg it back. But for now, we're going to be top of the table, and we're going to... Shit, man. I'm gonna tell him stop calling me. Sorry, but yeah, that's it. It was a good weekend. I'm happy.
That's Pep Guardiola calling Egal so he could stop roasting Man City.
Yeah,
to you, Egal.
Yeah, that's it,
and
man.
Speaking of,
I don't. 1 second. There's one more thing we got to talk about.
Declan Rice.
It's not even Declan Rice. It's more about the fact that people just continuously talk about Arsenal not being as good as last season. I think we need to stop talking about Arsenal not being as good as last season and realize we're better because we are better defensively, more solid. We don't concede as many chances. And even when we do concede, as my boy would say, it's a penalty or a fluke goal or a clear mistake from Zinchenko that leads to an error. We don't really concede too many opportunities, and if we do concede opportunity, you need to be extremely clinical, like Wolves were for their goal. So put some respect on my team's name, and yeah, that's it, man.
By the way, that's the best finish in Cunha's life. Cunha is actually known for missing chances all the time. Somehow he pulls a banger out of his ass out of nowhere. But
Yeah,
big up to you, Egal. And speaking of top of the league, currently Lewis is top of the bottom 10, so he's 10th. So he's top of that part of the league, and he
Top of the
Brighton.
table. Let's go.
Beat Brighton by 3 goals to 2. Enzo Fernandez scored twice, not only once. He scored twice, right? He didn't just score one.
Yep, he scored twice. He
scored twice. Big up Christopher is actually one of your guys as well. We're going to segue to Lewis now. He says, give Trent props, Lewis. Lol, Silva and Sanchez saved us yesterday. Disappointed English Makalele is suspended. Just quickly, because Christopher is your guy. That's not in reference to Gallagher, is it?
That is in reference to Gallagher, and I'm very disappointed with that reference.
English Makalele is crazy.
Makalele is feeling sick right now.
Go ahead, Lewis. Go ahead, Lewis.
And on Trent, I never said anything negative about Trent. I only spoke about Reece James. I said a lot of the slander going his way is because people haven't seen him play enough. When he starts getting a run of games, he will get the same respect that he deserves. But that is a conversation for then. In terms of the Chelsea game,
yes,
I mean it was nice to have a straightforward performance for about 45 minutes until Gallagher decided to be an XL bully and just run around kicking everybody for no reason. We have a little bit of a discipline problem, but we showed a bit of an improved mentality in the second half. I think we handled being down to 10 men really well. Albeit Brighton, they have 11 injuries and they had to play on Thursday night away at Athens. I do think that plays a part as well. They looked really toothless, barely threatened us in the first half. But the second half, they started making chances. Sanchez did well with his shot stopping. The distribution does need to improve. Thought Badiashile and Silva were solid, though. Enzo Fernandez was brilliant as always, and now he has GNA. People are actually starting to hype it up. Funny that, but it is what it is. Caicedo, another good performance. So even Jackson did well in terms of link-up play. He got an assist. He basically got the assist for Mudryk, which led to the penalty. That was part of his build-up play too, and I thought he was good in transition. Sterling could have done a bit better. I feel like he tried to make things work, but it didn't really work out for him. But in the second half, we're on the back foot anyway, so he was going to be limited in terms of his opportunities. This wasn't really about having a good performance. It was just about getting a result. Now we have a good run of games coming up, Man United included. We need to be getting wins. I'm not talking about draws and losses now. We need to be winning every game up until Liverpool away on the 31st. There's no reason why we can't be winning those fixtures. Anything else isn't good enough. We need to start climbing up the table. We fucked up the easiest start to the season. Now we need to go and get results. So after United's Everton, it's Sheffield United, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Luton, Fulham, and then Liverpool. There is no reason not to go on a run. So it's time to prove yourself. We can allow the first 5 games because it was a start of Poch's reign. Now you've been here for 3 months. Now I need to see improvement. So go get a run of wins. It's about time.
Hey, it's about damn time. It's about damn time. 1 second, because we have to give Lewis his respect here. Lewis, I kind of expected something more on this guy.
What? Now, Bobby wanna wine and dine. Now she just wanna take her time.
See, here's the thing. I could be really shameless about the Enzo thing because of the whole GNA argument from last week. But in reality, I've been saying Enzo
said last week. Also remember.
But this is now he has more league goals than Martinelli and Jesus, so we can have the conversation on them too. But in reality, Enzo's performances have been like this all season. It's just now he's getting GNA. People want to hype it up. So this is just standard Enzo for me. I'm glad he finally got off the mark. Now he got the penalty duck and everything sorted as well. We move. That's the standard. That's just the way Enzo has been. Simple as that.
Lewis, don't lie. Your manager, Pochettino himself, has come out and said, hopefully this performance against where he scores the 2 goals can push him on and give him more confidence, and he can begin to be what we expected what we expected when we signed him. So if I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm misquoting him, but when a manager comes out and he says this can build some confidence for a player, obviously he's referring to him being a direct impact in the victory, the 3-2 victory versus Brighton. And all I wanted from Enzo Fernandez is not GA, is to show me that you can actually carry your team, or you can say, oh, you know what, let's go, I'm the man and I'm going to push you guys through over the line. There's not been any games where he has been the main driving force in helping you guys win this
I think
game.
Because
Enzo played
again,
well
he
even
is
without
a
the 2 goals.
controller. He is a controller. He makes the
That's
good
right.
But
pass.
Lewis,
And
he
it's
played
not
well
the
even
attack
without the 2
who's coming
goals.
in that.
Bro,
Enzo played
he can
really well
control
even without
game.
the 2 goals. No, but hear me out again,
And
because I agree
Enzo
with
played really well the week before. Well,
no,
until
no,
everyone
that's
else.
where we disagree.
won.
Against Newcastle, he didn't play well. Against Brighton, he played well even without the goals for me.
He
had
played
an
well
outstanding-
until we went
That's
2-1,
what I'm talking
3-1.
about.
Then everybody fell off. Before that, he was our best player.
Lewis, it's not about the
talking
GA.
about Sanchez. Sorry, because I have to ask this question. Is Sanchez having low-key an underrated season? Robert Sanchez low-key.
I think he gets a lot of criticism because of the Arsenal mistake, and like it's still very, very annoying looking back at that. But in reality, like his shot stopping's been fine. It's just a distribution. Yeah, he has 1 or 2 shaky moments in him a game. Even in the last match, he nearly let a back pass into his own net, and then he was and then in the second half, it was like he was beefing the East stand. Like it's a case where both sides can stand in point. Like his shot stopping's good. His catching of crosses is good, but the distribution, shaky. He needs to improve on that.
Fairs. Grigsy and Hamza, anything you want to say on our 3 winning clubs before we wrap up? W's in the chat for Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea right now. Anything you guys want to say on our winning clubs this week, you basement fodders?
I hate Anfield. I'm saying I hate Anfield, bro. I'm convinced that Liverpool could be 3-0 down at Anfield in the 90th minute, and they would find a way to get at least a 1 point. It's absolutely ridiculous, bro. I don't know what kind of witchery you guys are doing at that stadium, man, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Wataru Endo, I actually rate him because I love Japanese players. I did an article about them before the World Cup. I'm like, this is going to be a Japan super team, the way they're building up with all the young players. But Wataru Endo scoring a kind of goal in the 90th minute. All your goals were actually beautiful on Sunday. Like, they were wonderful.
Yeah, 4 golazos, to be
Four
honest.
golazos. You gotta give him credit. But the one thing I'll say with Liverpool, though, depending on how long Alisson is out for, that could get shaky. I don't know when he's coming back. I don't know what the timeline is on that. But
He's coming back for Man United. I'm not even taking the piss. I'm being dead serious.
Bro, you know what I tweeted? You know what I tweeted, Hassam?
You know what's mad? For Man United, we don't even need Alisson. Bring
you know what I tweeted, bro? I said if Alisson's out against Man United, we'll lose 5-1 instead of 7-0. It's calm, man. We're still it's fine, 5-1, bro. With some respect, we have a goal. We didn't get clean sheeted, man. It's calm. But I don't know. I think with Liverpool, just the standard performance. Arsenal, there's a reason why I think they're going to win the Premier League this year. They have the best offense in the league. I agree with what Egal said. They are a better team than last year because they usually don't have that shaky moment in him. Obviously, Zinchenko is your weakest defender, so he's always gonna have that shaky moment in him. But Saliba, Gabriel locked down. Tomiyasu locked down. I think Tomiyasu got injured. I'm assuming, or did he not?
Tomiyasu is gonna be fine.
He'll be fine. Right. And obviously, Timber's gonna be back before the season ends, and he's a great player. So I think Arsenal, they're probably the most complete team right now in terms of defense, and the attack will only get better if they sign a striker in January. That's the title-winning move, in my opinion. And then for Chelsea, there's a reason why I said they're actually better than Man United, and I got cooked for that. I do think they're a better team than us. I know we are above them in the table. That is maybe because of luck. That is because I think we have more.
Wait, when you guys say above them, how much are you above them by? Like, what is it? 3 points or something? So Man United are on 24, Chelsea are on 19.
We're 5 points.
Wait, so if you guys beat Man United at Old Trafford, then it's only
2 points.
2 points anyway. Yeah, so it's not like you're that far off, Lewis. To be fair,
I think with Chelsea, I think they're a good team. I just think it's about getting more and more consistency. I think Nkunku's coming back soon too, so that's going to be. I think that's the player that they've been waiting for, obviously, because he brings more potency in attack. I think they're a good team. I'm just interested to see what Poch does in the front four when Nkunku comes back, because maybe will it be Sterling and Nkunku?
XL bully.
Well, Gallagher, I'm guessing, gets out. Lavia, I don't know when Lavia's coming back, but when he comes back, that's going to cause issues in the deep line playmakers. Who does Lavia hold bench? Does Caicedo hold bench? I don't know what that means. And Badiashile, amazing center back. That is an amazing left center back. in my opinion, I think he's probably their best pure center back in terms of like defending and everything. I think Thiago Silva is obviously
So good, man.
Thiago Silva's 37. It's over for him. He needs to go back to Palmeiras and all those clubs over there. Cole Will, more ball playing center back, but I think Badiashile, that's a class center back. So I think Chelsea. I think the second half of the season we're going to see a much better Chelsea, and I think maybe it starts against us on Wednesday. I don't know. They haven't beaten us in almost 7 years, so it's been a long time since they beat us in the league.
By the way,
I'm predicting the draw.
We must.
By the way,
you must beat us. You must beat us. You must beat us.
I have to talk about Darwin Núñez. We got to talk about Darwin Núñez. I forgot. First of all, his haircut. Whatever.
Oh, that's a bad haircut.
Actually rate it. I think it's funny. That's number two. Number two. How does he always hit the woodwork? Like, he needs to get on target. I get it. We make fun of Eddie Nketiah for missing his chance, but Darwin Núñez does that every game. The guy loves scoring. I personally think at this point, if Jurgen Klopp and this Liverpool team are able to win the league with Darwin Núñez as the striker, as the main man, you have to give him. He needs to start delivering these kind of goals. He cannot be going and costing you guys stress, because if he finishes his chances, he comes out of that game with a brace and potentially even a hat trick. If he's extremely clinical, that's very harsh. If I say he has to score all 3 goals, but
Egal, Mo Salah's been in his creative bag this season, and once again in the Fulham game, he literally created 2 gilt edge opportunities. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but there was one of them where he just had a layoff header, played Núñez in one-on-one.
Look at this,
and the other
you
one
got Netweed in the chat. Arsenal fan talking about Eddie Nketiah. This is who Darwin Núñez is not being compared to when it comes to his finishing. He's a much better player than Eddie Nketiah, but but this is what he's causing himself. I think if you guys win the league with Darwin, 100%, I agree with if you guys win the league, Darwin Núñez needs to be getting.
I can't lie, Liverpool's attackers' goal return has not been that good this year. Bar Salah, Salah is carrying a lot.
Chances.
Bro, Salah's
carrying you know what's mad, Grigsy? No BS, right? Honest on reality. Well, I'm giving dead serious. If the attackers scored just the clear cut, I'm not even saying about half chances. If the attackers just scored the clear cut goal scoring opportunities that Mo Salah created for them, Mo Salah would be on 15 assists already. No cap, no bullshit. I'm just being dead serious. Núñez alone would have had 5 more.
Come outside, like you're saying. Telling Henry to keep telling that assist record.
No, relax. No one's telling Henry to come on. Brother, Henry is the greatest Premier League player.
No, I'm talking about the assist record because Henry has the assist record.
But that's my point. That's why I agree with you when you're saying Salah's carrying. Because when you look at his goal return, you're like, I respect that. The rest of them, and I'm not even scapegoating Núñez, all 4 of them need to step up. That's just the reality.
By the way, can we talk about the goalkeeper? Alisson has been holding back.
Alisson is the most valuable player in the Premier League.
He has been. You guys know Hodor from Game of Thrones, the scene when he dies, he's holding the door. That's Alisson. That is Alisson this whole entire season. Because that Liverpool goals that you guys were conceding against Fulham, Carragher gave away. He gave away 2 goals.
He literally scored the first one. It came like 5 miles an hour straight at him. And this is why when Liverpool get a bad result, Egal doesn't cook me as badly, or Lewis doesn't cook me as badly, because I'm fair and balanced. The Arsenal Wolves game, it was not a true representative of the scoreline. Same for us, because Kelleher essentially, that's 2 goals that they should not have scored. That's just the reality. Let's fuck the agenda. Let's just be real about it. Kelleher, the second goal, he actually kicked it in his own net. And the first goal was shot right at him. I'm not saying Alisson makes that save. I'm not saying Ederson makes that save. I'm not saying Neuer makes that save. I'm saying Onana makes that save. I'm saying Federingham for Sheffield will make that save. It's straight at him, going like 3 miles an hour. That's why for me, look, sometimes the result doesn't reflect the true performance in game. Anyway, Hamza, I see you shaking your head. Anything you want to see on our 3 winning clubs this week?
Yeah, first, let me just repeat again. You can tell everyone Premier League fans about that, but no one in Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich will ever agree that the best right back in the world plays in the Europa League. I know you can blink. You're blinking. He's no way. And he's good attacking. I like him. Defensively, he's poor. I'm sorry. I'll never change.
Shall I play the clip where you said he's better than Cancelo right now?
No, they're both like defensively so poor. I don't rate them. And to me, the issue about Liverpool conceding 3 goals, I was surprised. You're losing at 1 point. But give credit to Liverpool. They made that comeback. It's Anfield. It's a very tough place to go to. And they did a comeback. But it's just, I'm seeing that and I'm thinking, oh my God, man. we're conceding these stupid goals that we never used to concede, both of us, before. And it could be the midfield that's a problem. Number 6 for you, number 8 for me. And that's why they don't protect the thing. So big up Liverpool, you know. At the end, you got your win. Apparently, your favourites for the league. Yeah. Now you're smiling.
No one said that. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Don't lie. No one said
Your favourites. Apparently, Liverpool fans are not Liverpool fans.
By the way, Egal, you think Arsenal winning the league, right? I said Arsenal gonna win the league, and Grigs says Arsenal gonna win the league. That's 3 Arsenal votes.
That's sad that you don't trust your team. You don't trust your
No. First of all, you're the same guy that says we need to sign someone.
You're
see why I cook you. See why I cook you. You said in your section you need to sign someone, right?
Let me finish.
Okay, I'll tell you something. Let me make a crystal clear statement. Hamza, let me just say one statement and then you can continue. Let me just say one statement. Buy me a DM in January and I'm winning the league. No problem.
Listen, buy me 5 players, I'll win the league.
No. You're saying 5 players. I'm being realistic. You said 8, I say 6.
I'm being realistic.
Did you not just say the reason you're conceding goals is 6 and your reason is 8? All I'm saying is just get me a DM. If you get me a DM, I win the league. No problem.
Don't make excuses. You don't trust.
It has nothing to do with trust. It's the reality of my team.
You don't trust that team. You don't trust that team to winning the league now. It's simple. That's what you're trying to say. You don't trust that team to winning the league title.
Currently, as currently constructed, no. Currently,
I think if Liverpool get Paulinho, Liverpool win the league.
So it's
that's what I'm saying. So just get me a DM and we win the league.
It's sad that I trust Liverpool more than he trusts Liverpool. I believe Liverpool are likely to win the league than Arsenal. I think Leopard doesn't change its spots. Yeah, Leopard can't change its spots. I think we've seen this bottle jobs for the last 20 years. No one trusts them. People laugh at them. And we've seen even Ranieri winning the league with Leicester. And these guys play victim mentality about building a stadium or when Leicester won the league and they came for fighting relegation the season before that. Congratulations. I didn't even watch their game because no one watches the game. No one was watching the 3 o'clock. I'm sorry. No one watched Arsenal Wolves. I swear. I don't believe it. Lewis, did you watch Arsenal?
Actually, I watched long for it, yeah.
What a shame. Hamza, did you watch Arsenal Wolves?
Yes, and I did a watch log for it.
Crazy, did you watch Arsenal Wolves?
I watched the first half, yeah.
First half. I did not watch it, wallah, and I didn't even watch the highlights. I just saw 2-1. I thought, what a joke. Okay, fair enough. Because Leopard doesn't change his spots. You don't need to worry. You worry later on. We'll see whether the Leopards come. See, at the end of the day, for Lewis, I think Lewis is very lucky. Very lucky, man. And I'll criticize Lewis, and I want you to take notes for this. You played a team that played Thursday. You played a team that had 3 18-year-old and 3 19-year-old. You played a Brighton B squad and you're fighting for your lives. That's a red flag.
You played a team with Dyers and Royale as their back two.
But just analyze that.
What are you talking about?
Bro, I think Spurs brought on some kid named Donnelly or something like that.
Enzo had 0 successful passes.
Giovanni Lo Celso.
Let me just repeat. Enzo, the whole game, had 0 successful passes. Yeah? Facundo Violante had 3 successful passes. Adingra had 3 successful passes. There's a midfield, Baleba had 5 successful passes.
What is this?
Humo has 2 successful passes.
You mean chances?
Enzo had 0 successful passes. Enzo, he scored a penalty in the middle. Enzo, he scored a header. But you expected to do more when you cost 100 million. The PR at Chelsea Football Club has to stop. The world is watching. Chelsea, very clear. We've
Fernandez, 9 passes.
You're playing Greasy on Wednesday.
What are we talking about?
No, we'll see. You're playing this guy who's crap. On Wednesday, I dare you lose. I dare one of you lose. I dare. We'll see. So the world is watching.
Did anyone dare you to beat Spurs?
The two jokers are playing on Wednesday.
No. You know what, Hamza? I dare you to score a goal at Tottenham.
Yeah.
I dare you to beat Villa this Wednesday. I dare you. Will you beat Villa?
How do you have 0 goals at Tottenham's ground in your entire history? How about I dare you to score a goal at Spurs?
Yeah, will you beat Villa?
There you go, hiding. Disgrace.
And listen, on that note,
you didn't even win.
Yeah, you didn't even win. We're gonna wrap it up on that right there. That's the Lewis. That's the medal at Porto, right?
No, that's the Club World Cup.
Yeah, you
Come
ain't
get
won
this
that
and
yet.
then really chat to me.
I
Disrespect.
Ain't
forgot-
won that yet,
I
Hamza.
forgot
Hold
about
that. Anyway, listen, I'll speak to the guys and maybe we'll get a special edition show this Thursday or Friday, inshallah. It depends if me and Lewis are on the Back Again podcast or not. We'll see what Troops is saying. If not, we try get a special edition show based on the mid games, or we'll just do it on Monday again next week, inshallah. Anyway, big up to Christopher, big up to Onana, Hassan, Emmanuel, Herman, Kelkstar, Hamza Spiano, Road King, Qusay, David. Big up to Man, big up to Pratik. Big up to all of you guys. Sorry, some names I wrote down. I just couldn't. I can't read my own handwriting. But big up to every single person who sent in the super chat. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching this unbelievable stream yet again. This has been 2 hours and 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This, I know A-listers keeps growing on you week in, week out. The numbers are getting better. More and more people watching, more and more people tuning in. And by the way, this is actually the most watched stream on replay. I know there's people sat there watching us now the next day, whether they're eating or doing something. So I appreciate you all. Love you all. We're going to go around the lovely pan. They're going to let you know where you can find them. And I want you guys to go subscribe as well to their channels in the description. So, by the way, so just sorry quickly. If you stay on the stream, it's going to redirect you to Staffy TV. I want you to like the video as soon as you enter and spam the comments on American Waffle with This Is Hussam TV now. Egal, my brother. Actually, let's go Lewis first because I know has to go. So, Lewis, where can people find you, my brother? Thank you so much for
Yeah, guys, Carefree Lewis G. We got a FIFA preview with Saeed at 12 p.m. So keep a lookout for that. And then we got a panel preview with Flawless. So keep a lookout. And yeah, we must. Until January the 31st, we must. But yeah, I got to bounce, guys. But big up everybody. Love.
See you,
love,
see you,
love.
Lewis. See you. Chicken's burning. Egal, my brother. Masterclass performance as per usual. Cooking this fraud. Hamza, there's no way you disappeared just because we asked you a question. Khalas, okay. Okay, you're that scared of Aston Villa. Anyway, go ahead, Egal. Where can people find you?
You guys know where you can find me. Egal Talks Football. That's my YouTube channel. That's also my TikTok and my Instagram. If you want to catch me on Twitter, you can catch me at EGTV Egal, where I am going to be absolutely cooking Hamza and continuing the cooking. And if I can share my screen, Hussam, I'll just show you. I'll just show you guys what I mean by that. As he's been put in the stroller today by Mr. Velvishwan.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, that's so wrong. 1 second. It's about to pull up. Oh, well. That's so wrong. Yeah.
So you guys can catch me there too. So have a good one.
Grigsy, you actually cooked your team unlike this fraud. So where can people find you? Ask you first.
I'm Michael Grigs26 on Twitter. Make sure you follow me on there. And then YouTube Grigs Talks for football. Next video should be the match review when we play Chelsea on Wednesday. May we win because maybe I could get back on the top row just one more time before Christmas. That's all I'm asking for. One more time before Christmas, please. And for if you guys like basketball, I just have the basketball video as well. Sam, I have a question though. If we do A-listers next Monday, are we averaging the results because we have 2 match days before that? Are we
It
doing
depends.
like
It really depends.
Okay.
Depends.
Try to ask you.
I'll give you an example. If Hamza loses to Aston Villa, he's going to be bottom row regardless.
Okay. Because I have Bournemouth on the weekend, so I might actually see a win this week. That's all I'm saying. Because I have Bournemouth on the weekend at Old Trafford, so I might see a win this week.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hamza, before you let people know where they can find you, Blaze is calling you out. He's saying it's scary how they can just create stats to suit his agenda. Of all the players to lie about, why pick Enzo, brother? Man said 0 completed pass. Why are you picking on Enzo, Hamza?
I've got it here. He's got completed 0 complete. I'll show you. 1 second.
Bro, how can you say 0 passes?
They can't like
It's how many completed passing in football match. It's impossible.
1 second. Let me show you. I've got it here.
Yeah, show us. Yalla. We all waiting. Where is the stat? Are you sure 0 passes?
Completed, successful.
Well, that's
Scroll up. I want to see what the header of the tweet is. What does this say on the tweet? Key passes.
That's not
key
a pass.
passes.
That's completely different.
There's a difference between completed passes and key passes.
Well, successful completed passes as well. 1 second. I've got another one. No, 1 second. Guess how much his pass completion rate was?
How much?
75%.
Check it there.
How much? 68%.
Caicedo 94, Gilmore 94, Baleba 94, Lallana 93.
I don't trust this guy.
Fair.
I swear.
Fairs. Okay, Hamza.
68 was
Fair enough.
58, yeah, for sure.
Anyway, Enzo
They
got
what?
3 points this
They
week.
do
You
this
didn't.
PR. They're being paid. Brown envelopes by someone.
Anyway, Hamza, where can people find you? And will you hide after Aston Villa beat you?
Ah, man. You got that Simon Hooper is a fraud. And Wallah, he's allowed. I want to see where he's going to be. I want to see where is he going to be officiating, because last time he officiated Wolves Man United, he refused Wolves a penalty when Onana.
The thing is, we don't want to use that to complain a lot. We don't complain about decisions. I'm not going to utilize that to complain about the referee or whatever it is. Decision has to happen. You lose some, you gain some. I'm not a football fan that comes here complain about the referee. So at the end of the day, we have better standards than that. We're a bigger club than that. We don't make excuses about referee. It's unacceptable.
He's reffing the Liverpool match, by the way. That's what
He's
he's
refereeing Liverpool against.
Yeah. Sheffield.
New manager bounce, bring it on.
Chris Wilder at the
Yeah,
home
wait,
again.
did Sheffield sack their manager?
Yep,
Yeah.
Chris Wilder is back at the home.
New
Piss
manager
off,
bounce.
man.
Honestly, I'm lying. You're
You're
gonna
scared of
score.
Sheffield. So you're
Liverpool's
scared of
gonna
Sheffield.
score. Liverpool's gonna
No,
score.
No, we're winning. We're
What a
winning.
shame.
Liverpool's
What a
gonna
shame.
win
No,
that
we're
game.
winning.
Most
Watch
of the
this,
time.
Hamza. Sorry, one second, Egal. Watch this, Hamza.
What a
My
shame.
prediction is no. Why you will go off camera just because you're about to get cooked? Akhi, we're about to end the stream. Can you just come on camera for the last 10 seconds of the stream? Look at this fraud hiding. He hiding. Don't hide. Just stay for 10 seconds. Watch this right now. We're gonna beat Sheffield 3 or 4-0. Egal. Are you gonna beat Luton Town? Grigs, are you gonna beat Chelsea? Just say it.
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Hamza, are you gonna beat Villa?
I should beat them. Yeah.
You're gonna beat Villa.
Yep.
Give me your score line.
I can't predict the scoreline, but we'll beat them.
Come on, Ollie Watkins.
Yo,
Anyway.
we're gonna beat Luton 2-0.
Yes. We're gonna beat them 3 or 4-0 for me. Anyway,
2-1
Hamza, what
against
did
Mo
you
Salah captain on FPL. Holland's a
See?
fraud.
Be confident, don't worry. Where can people find you, Hamza?
You can find me Hamza Talks Ball. I'll do a watch along probably. Oh my god. Yes, Villa.
I need
Wallah.
ex-City player Douglas Luiz to score against City. That's what the script is,
Inshallah.
brothers.
Yeah. Big up.
I
And
need to see if Erling Haaland's a fraud. Will he score against Aston Villa?
he doesn't need to score. He
I
doesn't.
feel
we
like
need
you
to-
guys.
just
I'll
need
be
to
real
score
with you. You know what it is? You know in boxing when the guy just throws the white towel. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna end the stream just for Hamza's sake. Remember, it's gonna redirect you to American Waffle. Spam Staffy's chat with Hussam TV. You just go dunk on him. Make sure you're liking his video as well. Subscribe Egal Talks Football. Subscribe Hamza Talks Ball. Subscribe Careful USG. Subscribe to Grigs Talks. Everyone go subscribe. All the channels are in the description. I will see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace.